Along to this watch along here on Anfield agenda, the Reds taking on Newcastle and what over the years has been a fantastically entertaining set of fixtures. But today, as I've said to you every single day for the last God knows how long, it is another must win. We cannot afford to drop any more points. The points dropped at Leeds on Monday, they could be the only ones we have left to a bit of wiggle room between now and the end of the season. 6 games to go, 18 points needed in my opinion to get Champions League football. Good morning, and it's not very often I say good morning to any human being, put it that way, but good morning to you all. I am actually alive in the AM for once, which is a miracle for me. It's only Liverpool that could get me out of bed, ladies and gents, before midday. How are we? Addison, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Avanesh, how are you? Ninja92, Chris Legit, seeing that you were awake with your cup of coffee, mate, 4 AM over there in the States. Nice to see you in as well. Team news is in, folks. I'll go through that in a couple of seconds. Tokyo's in the house. Lucas McLeod, how are you, sir? Welcome. I often wonder, tell me what time it is, wherever in the world you are, folks. Let me know what time it is where you're watching. Obviously, here in the UK and Ireland, it's what, just coming up to midday now, so I don't know where you guys are watching. Cop, how are you, mate? Welcome. God, there's some Con Manam on gaming. God, that's a long name, mate. I need to shorten that one down. I'm good, Michelle. How are you? Will as well, Spencer. TTV Kelvin, how are you? David Newell, who have we got? Daniel Robinson, or under B score. How are we? Welcome everybody in. Right, we have a look at the team news before everybody else, because you got here early, so we'll have a little look at the team news, shall we? This is the 11 that Kloppo has chosen to take the pitch today against Newcastle friends. Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, centre back pairing of Fabinho and Ozan Kabak. In midfield then, Thiago and Jorginho and Yaldum. Then it's Sadio Mane. I think it'll be Roberto Firmino, Mohamed Salah, and then Jota up front, but that could be a little bit different. It could be Firmino and Jota. It could be, we'll see. It's a 4-2-3-1 by the looks of it, but who's playing in exactly what position in the front four, I guess we'll find out as they line up. It's on BT Sport 1, Dylan, for those that are asking, the UK here in Ireland. Then on the bench today, Adrian, Milner, Keita, Chamberlain, Jones, Tsimikas, Shaqiri, Reece Williams and Nico Williams. That's the bench today for the Reds. Got my predicted lineup nearly right. The only difference I had was I had James Milner playing in midfield with Genie on the bench, but how dare I have doubted that Klopp will play Genie. So yes, I got that one wrong, but other than that, we were pretty spot on. Score prediction, call me an optimist, but I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. I don't know why I feel that optimistic today. I probably shouldn't, but I'll go for a 3-0 win. So let me know what you guys think on your predicted scores as well. I'm just going to turn down the brightness of my camera. 1 second. It's a little bit bright even for me this morning. So let me just turn the brightness down. 1 sec, folks. How are we all? I hope we're all looking forward to a good game today. I always enjoy the games against Newcastle. I don't enjoy the early kickoffs, however, but I do enjoy the games against Newcastle. And again, this watch along has been brought to you with thanks to Boyle Sports, ladies and gentlemen. As always, if you're going to have a little flutter on this afternoon's game, why not do so with our official partners, Boyle? We do have a charity bet for today's game, as always. Boyle give us €50 to stick on in aid of PA the House, which is a suicide prevention charity here in Ireland. Today's bet is Liverpool to score over 1 goal in the first half, Mane to score any time, and Liverpool to win -1. The odds on that are 5-2. The €50 bet would pay out €175 minus a €50 stake, which would be €125 profit. So fingers crossed that, but he comes up. We can always do with some more money in the pot for PA the House. Need to be positive, lads, said Lucas. I'm always positive, Lucas. Always. I've seen some people in the chat saying our season's over already. God, I'd hate to be that defeatist. Ali's going for 2-1. Salah and Mane to score. Joey's going for 2-1 as well. Ninja942, he's going 3-1. Scary Ninja 7. Hello, welcome to you. 4-3 again, said Trevor Turner. I don't know. I'm always a bit wary of predicting even decent games with these early kickoffs, mate. But then I have to remember that the rest of the world isn't a lazy SOB like me that only crawls out of bed. Liz, how are you? Welcome in. Who do I think will score first? I don't know. I never like to predict who'll score first because I think it's pretty much near impossible to predict. So I never do it. I've never bet on it. And I've never gone for who's going to score first in my life. Bailey's gone for Liverpool 3, Newcastle. Neil Kopp's gone for 3-1. Jota to score twice and Bobby to score. Spencer Charlton's gone for 3-2 to the Reds, and Joanne Annett, is gone for a 2-0 win. James, how are you? Welcome in. Dave Sweeney's in the house. Nice to see you, Dave. Hope Sinead and the family are well. What have we got? I'd like to see Chamberlain as a sub after the first half. It's been quite some time. Your thoughts? He's got a few minutes off the bench recently. Not really impressed me that much. But I don't know. We'll wait and see whose legs tire. At least we've got Curtis Jones back on the bench today as well. Ben Davies hasn't even been on the bench. He's non-existent at this point. I know, but I've told you guys. I think he was only brought in as like last-ditch cover, just in case something happened to Kabak or Phillips or Fabinho between now and the end of the season. So, you know, I think Ben Davies will move on in the summer. The club will probably release him or let him go for next to nothing somewhere like Celtic, or if they're still interested in signing him, because he was going to sign a pre-contract with them before he signed for us, because his contract with Preston was up at the end of the season. Trevor Turner reckons Newcastle will get a player sent off. Interesting. There's always somebody who goes for the 7-2, isn't there, Ian? Come on, mate. We lost 7-2, what, 7 months ago now? 4-2 to the Reds, Abadraga saying. Any transfer news? Jeez, would you let me wake up, mate, before you hit me with transfer news? Other than the fact that I broke the Canade stuff yesterday. Yeah, no, just Canade, mate. Other than that, nothing new. I don't know what the story is with Malin. As I said yesterday, I don't know if he's the forward we're looking at, if it would be somebody like Rafinha, or if it would be Neto, or if it would be Patson Daka. I honestly don't know yet. But as the weekend goes on, I'm sure I'll find out more stuff. James LFC 86 said, we're smashing these 5-0. Nice. Are you getting your 100k plaque? I assume so, mate. I haven't heard anything from YouTube yet, but I assume so. Addison's gone 3-0, like it. How am I this morning? Just about awake. My eyes stinging the hell out of me. That's how I am. But I'm awake. Looking forward to the game. 28 minutes to go till kick-off. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video if you haven't done so already, ladies and gentlemen. Mini Laurie, what is this? Why sign Canade when Vividi and Gomez are back next season? Seems like a stupid signing. How did we get on this season when we started it with the centre-backs, mate? When we started the season with Matip, Van Dijk, Gomez. What happened to us? Oh yeah, we got a load of injuries and we got no fucking centre-backs. That's why we're going to be signing Canade. If you don't understand why, then I give up. Because Phillips is going at the end of the season, more or less. Reece Williams will go out on loan. Van Dijk and Gomez will be back, but there's nothing to say that they mightn't pick up a knock or get another little injury on the return to training, and then we'd be back to square one. So thankfully, we don't have you taking care of the teammates. Somebody who understands we actually need these players will be taking the spot. Honest to God, I don't get it sometimes. How can you not know we need a centre-back? At least one more centre-back. People telling me to read the comments never goes down well with me, mate. You either put your comment in and I see it or I don't, but don't tell me to read that. And can't wait for the stadiums to be full again, said the Gavla 87. Same. Thankfully, we'll only have another 5 games after today, hopefully, to witness without fans inside stadiums in England, and then we'll hopefully get back to full houses before the start of next season. Van Dijk and Gomez are starters, that's my point. Yeah, they are starters, but they also can't play 60 games in a season, Matt. So they're going to need to be rotated. And do you ever hear of competition for places, buddy? That's why. They're going to have to come in, and if Canade wants to start, as you said, he's going to have to force his place in there ahead of Gomez. But I'd rather have the options than not have them. That's all I'm saying, buddy. Craig, Salah and Mane are probably fasting, so they might get subbed off. Fair point. Yes, that is a fair point, mate. Can't say I'd given that much thought, but yeah, no, that's a very fair point. What else have we got? Genie could be on the bench, his mind is elsewhere. Yeah, I often wonder, but to be fair, Genie, he is Mr. Professional. Like, I understand where you're coming from, and he will be probably moving on at the end of the season, but he is Mr. Reliable for Jurgen Klopp, and obviously Klopp feels that he'd get a shift out of him and that his form won't be affected. So, look, we have Jimmy Milner on the bench, Curtis Jones on the bench, but let's see how Genie gets on. I'm just excited that Kloppo was gone with the attacking 4, because we might as well go balls out between now and the end of the season. Surprised you're awake right now. Mate, you've no idea. Honestly, I was getting strong coffee into me as quick as I could and as much water down my throat as possible. Congrats on getting to 100,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Never thought we'd get there. And I don't mean that as in it took us too long. I mean, genuinely never thought we'd hit that number. But I'm absolutely over the moon. It's been one hell of a week, guys, hasn't it? One hell of an emotional roller coaster this week. Milner should be in for Genie. I would have agreed. That's when I did my BM, when I was doing my my team prediction. I had Milner in because I was very impressed Great to see Hendo and VVD at the stadium there as well. Hendo drinking his free Liverpool water. You love to see it. Well, at least I assume it was free. I doubt you had to leg it into the club shop and get it. Milner is a machine. I know, 35 years of age and still probably the fittest player on the team. It's madness. How many subs to 102k? I don't know. I haven't even looked. We've just gone over 101k, so I'll be grateful with that. Thank you very much. Would we hit top 4 or not if we win today? Let's have a look at the league table. I don't know off the top of my head, mate. Let me have a look. Barely awake, barely alive at this point. Right, if we win today, 56. Yeah, we would. We'd hit 4th if we won today. We'd be a point ahead of Chelsea. Craig, you're starting your YouTube channel. Any tips? You're an inspiration. Just be yourself and have fun. And don't mind what anyone says to you. And don't mind if it starts off slowly. It's here. Just do it. Took us ages to click into gear, mate. And the way I looked at it was when we were starting out in the early days, we were learning what we were doing. That's where you want to make your mistakes and stuff. So just have fun, buddy. And thank you for the super chat. First one of the day. Much appreciated. What have we got? Chelsea, yes, I know. That wasn't the question I was asked, Gav. The question I was asked, mate, was if we win today, do we go up into 4th? And the answer to that is yes, we do go up into 4th if we win today. You rightly pointed out, my friend, that we probably won't be there that long, but I will be doing a watch along later on of Chelsea West Ham. So, is it Chelsea West Ham or West Ham Chelsea? Which way is that one today? West Ham Chelsea, yes. I'll be doing a watch along of that on Mundo Sport later on this evening, folks. So I hope to see you over there about 5:15. Where, yeah, I'll be doing that watch along. And then tomorrow I'll be doing Leeds versus Manchester United on Mundo Sporto. And then Jack Gill will be going over and he'll be doing the League Cup final. Chelsea saved football. That is not a sentence that will ever, ever, ever be true, mate. In any way, shape or fucking form. If you want to try and make out like you're the bastions of morality for being the second ones to pull out of the Super League, then if that makes you sleep better, mate, you go ahead and say that. But we all know you're talking out your hoop. Can I bring on Newland? No. Newland doesn't come on till we get A goal, or B, a 10 quid super chat. They're the Newland rules. Chelsea was in it. He just, for some reason, wants to seem like he's some fucking bastion of morality. Just like that other clown that was in the newspaper, Karen Brady, again on her fucking high horse waiting for that rag of a newspaper, trying to make out like she's, you know, on some moral quest. Karen, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares what you have to say. You wanted to null and void the scene last year or the year before. No, last year when it suited you, when West Ham were in a relegation spot. Now all of a sudden you want us to believe that you're again the bastion of morality. Karen Brady just needs to shut the hell up. I'm honestly sick of listening to that woman and her crusade of, you won your right for the rag. 2, last year to save your own asses you wanted the league ended. And then this year all of a sudden, because we're in the Champions League places, you're Miss High and Mighty. Just shut up, Miss Brady. Oil Money FC, said Hex Boom. Will Liverpool win against Newcastle? Well, I can't read the future, buddy, but I hope so. Yeah, I should be so proud of Chelsea, mate. Of course, should be really proud of Chelsea. So proud of Chelsea that you can't even spell Chelsea. That's how proud of Chelsea I am. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, she's off again. I mean, I can understand everybody being upset. I can understand all the chairmen around the league being annoyed at the 6 breakaway clubs. But what I won't listen to is Karen Brady giving lectures on morals. That I won't listen to. Say Maximin's going to destroy Trent today. Well, let's wait and see how we get on there, buddy, before we get all carried away with ourselves, because you've got one semi-decent player in the team, mate. Let's chill a little bit here. I'd be more worrying about Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, mate, than your one good player. Are you yelling? Are you the guy yelling in the F1 clips? I've never done anything. Unless somebody's nicked my content, mate, I've never done anything about F1. So, no, never been in recorded any Formula 1 content in any way, shape or form. But somebody could have well robbed one of our yokes and edited it, but I don't know, I haven't seen it. Do I play FIFA? No, mate, I have a wife. I've seen boobs in real life. No, I'm just not a gamer, mate. I don't know how many people have to... how many times I have to be asked that question before people know. No, I don't play computer games, mate. Is Pogba better than Thiago? No, I'm better than Pogba. Pogba is just a pain in the arse. Can we move on now? Is it kick-off time yet? Are we all awake? I really want Thiago to get an assist or a goal. That's tickety-boo, mate. I just want us to get the 3 points. Don't give a shit who scores. Don't care when we score. Don't give a shit who sets them up. Just want to win. Opinions on Canade. Seems like a good piece of business. I mean, 35 million euro, which is about, what, 32 million pound for one of the top young centre-backs in Europe. Pretty good business. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Other than Mario Kart, well, we all play a bit of Mario Kart. I mean, let's be fair. We can't say we don't play computer games and include Mario Kart. Everybody plays Mario Kart. This would have been a good game for Ben Davies. Be honest, you've never fucking seen the lad play. I was saying this to Connor earlier on. All the Ben Davies merchants just need to shut up. You've never seen the lad play. Be honest. You've never seen him kick a football in your life. And people are on here saying that Ben Davies needs to play. Honest to God. Either you don't trust the gaffer or you're talking out your hoop. Ben Davies is brought in to be absolute cover. Absolute last ditch scenario. And people want to make out like he's fucking Maldini reincarnated. You've never seen him kick a ball, be honest. And I'll tell you, I've never seen him kick a ball. So I'll be completely honest about it. We need to freaking sign Kabak. Yeah, nothing wrong with signing Kabak, I agree. Kabak should be bought. Relatively inexpensive. I'm with you on the Canade and the Kabak thing. I think we should sign them both. Who do you think we should sell this summer? I'll stick with the sell part, Van Dien, if that's okay, mate. Chamberlain, Origi, Shaqiri, Wilson, Grujic. Genie will be leaving. Matip, if I had my way, and bring in Kabak and Canade. I think that's about it. I think that's about my list anyway. But again, love to know what you guys think and who you'd like to move out. Kabak is rubbish though. Yeah, a 20-year-old just about to turn 21 who's moved from a relegation threatened side in Germany to a side playing in the Champions League against Real Madrid is shite, mate. Of course he is. You definitely know what you're talking about. Definitely. There's no way that possibly that you could be wrong and the manager may be right. You definitely have it nailed there, mate. Sure, you might as well give up now and stop playing football. Honest to God, I don't know why half you people support Liverpool, because all you do is bitch and moan about the players. Do you agree we need a new backup to Alisson to push him more? 100%. But I think that could be Queevy and Kelleher. But then again, I am a little bit biased about that because he's Irish. But we had been linked with Ergakan Kikir again, the guy from Trabzonspor, who's, you know, we've been linked to quite a bit. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've about 15 minutes to go till kick-off. As always, if you are going to have a little bet on today's game, please do use our sponsor, Boyle Sports. The Boyle Sports app, any of the offers you see going across the bottom of the screen there now, they're available to UK and Irish customers, age 18 plus, and please, always gamble responsibly. J-Links fam, how are you? Nice to see you in again. So, Craig, since Liverpool have signed Canade, who do you think will sell in defence? I think Davies will go, as I was saying earlier on. I think he'd probably go for a nominal fee. Phillips will move on and will have done his reputation no harm whatsoever from the season he's had at Liverpool, and fair play to the lad. Other than that, I'm intrigued to see what happens with Matip, and I would expect maybe Reece Williams to go out on loan somewhere. That's just a guess though, of course. We'll have to wait and see what the summer brings. We've been linked to AC with Ergakan Kikir for ages, buddy. We've been linked with him for at least 3 windows now that I can remember. The sixth gamer, excuse me, said, I'd sell Wilson, Grujic, Matip, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Keita, Origi, Karius, Shaqiri, Minamino. Excuse me. The problem with a few of them is that I don't really disagree with anybody on your list at all there, mate, to be honest, but the likes, we can't get rid of Karius for a couple of quid, by the looks of it. Keita, I'm on the fence on still, but I get where you're coming from. And some of them, I think, if we get the right money, yes, they'd be moved on. I do get that. Just want to say thanks for interacting in the chats, and not just super chats, much appreciated. No problem. I try and get through as many comments as I can. I've always said that to people. I'm not somebody who's just going to read out super chats. I try and read out every comment that I can. Matip and Phillips and Davies said Captain Sal. Yes, and yes. Again, I wouldn't disagree with anything you had to say there, buddy. I would love to see Trent try a bit in midfield. If you do look at his heat map, which is interesting because I kind of first seen this with the guy from Manchester City, João Cancelo. If you look at his heat map, albeit in a different position, different side of the pitch, he's a similar heat map to Trent in that they often tuck inside a good bit as well. So he's almost a midfielder, but I do get where you're coming from. It's just the thing is, Trent's almost reinvented the right back spot in an attacking sense, and it would lose a lot from our system to try and replace him with a like for like. But you're right, you could play anywhere. You could absolutely play in centre midfield and spray those passes around. Grab a can of Diet Coke and relax. I look tense. I'm not tense, mate. I'm just not awake. When do you think Cade Gordon will push for starting the first team? I don't know. It's a good point. Again, maybe over the summer, a few pre-season. There's a talk of a couple of friendlies between Liverpool and United over the summer, by the way. 6 months becoming a member today. Nice one, Bradley. Appreciate it, mate. And you've got your red Anfield Agenda logo beside your name there. Well played. Do I think Chelsea can win the Champions League? Absolutely. Absolutely, mate. I think everybody in that Final Four in the Champions League can realistically look at it and think we've got a very, very good chance. And not just because you're in the last four, but you can make an argument as to how they could go about winning it. We've already seen Chelsea beat Manchester City in a cup competition recently. I think Chelsea will beat Real Madrid because I think we should have beaten Real Madrid. I don't think they're that great. I think Chelsea will beat them. The other semi-final is extremely interesting, and of course I'll be covering both the Champions League semi-finals on Mundo Sport during the week. Renato Sanchez or Bissouma? It's an interesting one because I've got to be honest and say I haven't watched much of Lille. I don't watch much French football, so I haven't really been following how Renato Sanchez is getting on. Bissouma I have watched a good bit of at Brighton this season, and he has really impressed me. I can see him easily just slipping into Gini's spot in the squad very easily, but the links to Renato Sanchez just haven't gone away, so it'll be an interesting one. But I would say from what I know, because I've seen more of him, Bissouma. Do you think we'll get top four? I would say right now we're odds against. Today's game between West Ham and Chelsea could have a big impact on the top four for us, so let's wait and see what happens. And obviously we're away to United next Sunday, so that's going to be a massive game. I'll be joined by Mark Goldbridge during the week, and we'll be having a look ahead to that game. But yeah, it's huge. Again, just a reminder, folks, we do have a charity bet for today's game, with thanks to our sponsors, Boyle Sports. The bet is Liverpool to score at least one goal in the first half. Or anybody to score at least one goal in the first half. Man to score any time, and Liverpool to win -1. So Liverpool to win by at least 2 goals. If that charity bet comes up, we will add €125 profit into the kitty for PA the House, which is a suicide prevention charity here in Ireland that does really, really good work in a very challenging time. What punishment am I expecting for the top 6? Again, as I was saying all week, I don't really expect anything in the form of a punishment with regards to a fine or with regards to point deductions or anything. I think, and I don't know what UEFA will do, so what I'm talking about here is just the Premier League. I'm expecting to see Tom Werner stripped from a few subcommittees that he's on, along with other members of the top 6. So Tom Werner sits on the Broadcast Advisory Committee, so basically the television rights and stuff like that. So from what I've been told and what I've read, it looks like he's going to be asked to step down, and if he says no, he'll be removed from that position. Basically, these are influential positions behind the scenes in the Premier League that need people that they can trust in them, and obviously trust has been broken, and I completely understand that. And I can completely understand why these 14 other CEOs and chair people don't want to go into a meeting and sit there looking eye to eye with the 6 people that they feel like have screwed them over. I absolutely understand and get that. But again, it's important to remember that it wasn't the fans, it wasn't the manager, it wasn't the players. But then again, other clubs have been punished in the past when it wasn't the fans, it wasn't the players, and it wasn't the manager. So we'll have to wait and see. It is important now to remember that as much as people might be angry, and I understand it, the Big 6 are the Big 6, and they do have a lot of sway, and the league does need them. So there is that as well. Do you think Keita has a future at Liverpool? The honest answer is I don't know. If he can stay fit till the end of the season, and if he can get some minutes and keep showing what he's doing, I would say perhaps yes, particularly with losing Gini. But I wouldn't love to see what Liverpool's resolve would be if an offer did come in the summer for Naby. I'd love to see our resolve tested on that, to see, you know, what the market might be like with regards to a price for him and stuff like that. Come on, the lads, said Red Hulk. Right, let's have a look at the starting lineup again today, ladies and gentlemen, for those coming in a little bit late. Alisson's in goal, Trent's at right back, Robbo's at left back, Fabinho and Kabak are the centre back pairing, Thiago and Gini in midfield, then it's Mane, Firmino, Salah and Jota. Again, not 100% settled on which way that front four is going to be, but it will be the front four, just a matter of who's where. Do you think it's a coincidence that we signed Canade soon after the Henry apology? No, there's always going to be positive PR spin, mate. I've never doubted that. So the very day afterwards, we'd seen links to Jadon Sancho appearing in the papers, which I'd never heard sight nor sound of before that. So yeah, there's going to be PR spin on this. Even the apology was PR 101. BT Sports saying Salah through the middle. Sound. Could absolutely be Salah through the middle, mate. I wouldn't disagree. As I said, I don't know what way the front four will start, but we know they're on the pitch, and I'm imagining it's a 4-2-3-1. But like you, I'm not 100%. If Salah's through the centre, sound, no issues. It's an official Anfield Agenda live stream. Joanne's in with the onset super sticker. I'm going to mute this because I need a bottle of water. Hang on, folks. I need to scream at the missus here. Thanks. I need to get an extra bottle of Volvic, folks. I'm barely awake here. Archie said, "Chi 100k WFM." Yeah, we did it. We finally did it, folks. During the week, on the mad week that it was, Anfield Agenda did hit 100,000 subscribers. But we want to keep pushing on. So please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. As always today, I'm going to be taking you through the match with some alternative match commentary. We'll have a bit of fun along the way. We will have a post-match show coming up straight after the game as well. And as I said, for those that are still around later on this evening, I'll be jumping on our sister channel, Mundo Sporto, at 5:15 for a watch-along of a massive game between West Ham and Chelsea, which absolutely has big ramifications in the race for the top four. 100k plaque looking clean. I only wish it was real, mate. I can't wait till Connor gets the real one. And thank you to everyone saying well done. Genuinely still astonished. Like last Saturday we were at 88,500 subscribers. Last Saturday. A week on and we're sitting here at 101,000. That is nuts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say hello to everybody, you miserable bitch.
No.
No.
Thank you.
See, she does exist. Her indoors. How are we? Abdallah, lovely to see you in. Thank you. I'll go. Thank you and everybody else. Next is 200k. Honestly, Gavin, I haven't thought about it. As I said all along, 100k for me was all... anything after that's always been a bonus. What channel is it on? BT Sport 1, mate. BT Sport 1. She is a legend, Liz. You're right. Without her and the family, I wouldn't be doing all this. I wouldn't be able to get away with it. Do you think... who do I think will score today? Well, obviously I've got Mane on the bet, so let's go with Mane there. I've got Mane on the charity bet, so hopefully we score in the first half. Mane scores and we win by at least 2, and then we get some money for charity, which would be nice. Connor Crosby do a plaque unboxing when it comes. Oh, he will. I already told him. The day that arrives, he's getting in his car and coming up to my house, and we're doing that 100%. You've no idea how much I'm looking forward to that moment. Genuinely. That's class. What's your opinion on Kelleher, said Ben. I love him, mate. It was such a shame that he wasn't fit and available to take his place for the Irish national team in the recent international games. Would have had a chance to get himself some international minutes there. I'd happily have him as the backup for next season. But then again, I can also understand the thought process if they wanted to send him out on loan, because he needs to get minutes. One player you want in the Premier League if you had to pick. De Bruyne. It has to be De Bruyne. I think everybody would say De Bruyne right now. Imagine De Bruyne in behind our front 3 or 4, spraying balls to them. Be delicious, wouldn't it? The match starts in 5 minutes. We're 5 minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a little look one last time at the starting 11 today that Jurgen Klopp has gone with and who we have available on the bench. So Alisson, of course, starts in goal. Trent at right back, Robbo at left back. Centre back pairing today. Fabinho's back in to play alongside Ozan Kabak. then Thiago and Gini Wijnaldum in midfield, and then in some order across the front four, Mane, Firmino, Salah and Diogo Jota. On the bench today, Adrian, James Milner, Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, Costa Tsimikas, Xherdan Shaqiri, Reece Williams and Nico Williams. That is the bench for the Reds today, ladies and gentlemen. KDB is a fan of Liverpool. Everyone's a fan of Liverpool deep down. Let's be honest about it. Right, the teams are in the tunnel. There's John Joe Shelby, former Liverpool player, captain of Newcastle today. Looks like I look like him if I let himself go a lot, pretty much, don't I, to be fair. Sir Kenny taking a seat in his stand. You love to see it, mate. Sir Kenny. Doesn't it just ring off the tongue? It's just beautiful. Or roll off the tongue, I should say. Thoughts on the British Super League? I'd seen something about it, alright. I've no objections to Celtic and Rangers coming down and playing, but I seen David Moyes talking about maybe a Premier League 1 and a Premier League 2, which I wouldn't mind seeing, much like the Bundesliga and stuff. Maybe if they do rejig the Championship and the Premier League, make them both, I don't know, let's say 22 team leagues. I don't know, maybe if that works. I know that's putting in extra games. But would it be fair to clubs lower down the divisions? I mean, I'd love to see how they'd sell it, but I'd have no objections off the top of my head to Rangers and Celtic coming down, but it's how they fit them into the system and the football pyramid, if you get me. Where do they start? Right, the teams are out onto the pitch. It is an absolutely beautiful spring day at Anfield today. Sun beaming down on the pitch. I would love to be there, I really would. The manscaping sponsor was really good. Thank you. Again, there's another couple of videos to come out with Manscaped. We've got one more in this run, and I think maybe 4 more after that. So if you haven't seen it, you will see it soon. And if you are going to use anything, you know what the code is. As always, what we do, WFM20 gets you 20% off. But today's sponsored by Boyle Sports, ladies and gents. If you're going to have a flutter on the game, please do so with our official betting partner, Boyle Sports. As you can see, odds are going across the bottom of the screen there now. Those are available on the Boyle Sports app for UK and Irish residents age 18 plus. Always gamble responsibly, and when we do bet, we always have a charity bet as well, which Boyle gave us. And today's charity bet in ADPA the house is Liverpool to score, a goal to be scored in the first half, Sadio Mane to score any time, and Liverpool to win by -1. If that comes in, then we will make €125 profit, which will go into the kitty towards the money we're raising for PA the house, which is a suicide prevention charity here in Ireland that does really good work. Right, what else have we got? Gini shouldn't be captain. He's not a leader on the pitch. You know what? I agree, Killian. At least not a leader in the sense of the way that James Milner, Jordan Henderson is. He's not a vocal leader. So I get where you're coming from, but I think Klopp goes by seniority, doesn't he? So we've got somebody cheering for Newcastle. Look, everybody is welcome into our chat. All that we ask is that you are that you are kind to each other in the chat. That's all. Other than that, you're all very welcome in. That's great. Suicide prevention is a great cause. We should definitely win it, hopefully. And look, yes, we are very happy. Like I know people who've worked and benefited from Pieta House's support. They're a very, very good organisation. They do something in Ireland every year called From Darkness into Light, where you go on a charity walk in the darkness. We walk into light in the morning time, obviously. And just the show going from, you know, those dark, deep thoughts into a happy, positive place. It's a symbolic gesture, but it's a beautiful thing. And right, we are about to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen. So as always, I'll take you through the game with some alternative commentary. We'll have a little bit of fun along the way. Let's get rid of the bets. Let's get the scoreboard ready. There we go. Again, so thank you to Boyle Sports. If you're going to have a little flutter, as I said, please do use Boyle. Glazers out, I agree with that one as well. And look, for anyone that is watching, I can promise you, I absolutely have not and will not be forgiven John W. Henry for what's happened during the week. But our focus does have to remain on the game today and the players, and we need to get behind them. So sit back, relax, and let's hopefully have a good afternoon's football here at Anfield. The Reds are going to be kicking off towards the Annie Road end like we like to do in the first half. Andre Mariner, today's referee, by the looks of it. Show us the match. No. Do you think we'd be able to channel up to 100,000 subs so we could show some little pissant who can't be arsed getting a TV subscription in the game so we could lose our channel? Not going to happen. Right, we are about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Mohamed Salah will be kicking us off. Andre Marda just doing his final checks, and we're underway at Anfield. Salah goes back to Fabinho, who does the decent thing and launches the ball long out left hand side. It's headed away. Newcastle win the second ball as well. Ball drops down, it's booted forward by Trent. Too much on it, and it goes all the way through to the Newcastle keeper. At this ungodly hour. Dubravka is somebody who I think can be gotten at, by the way. He's another one of these keepers that I think has a mistake in him. Ball launch long. Ozan Kabak goes and wins the ball, gives it to Gini. Gini plays the ball to Robbo. Robbo infield to Diogo Jota, but his heels are being snapped at by John Joe Shelvey. Newcastle head the ball across their own back line. Jamal Lewis under pressure, the ball falls to Robbo. Sadio brings it down on his chest. Nice ball back infield to Gini. Thiago now. Thiago rolls the ball across. Just looking how we're lining up here. Firmino seems to be drifting. I'm trying to see who's playing where across the front three, folks. Well, Mane's out in the left channel. Salah's on the right. So it looks like Jota's through the centre and Firmino's just behind him. That's the way it's looking like. So we look like we got the formation right anyway. Mohamed Salah is out right hand side. Gini now in possession, centre of the pitch, rolls it out to Robbo. Robbo cuts in field, back across. Fabinho. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. You're all very welcome along to the watch along. It is indeed on BT Sport 1 for those that are asking. And welcome in to all of you. Again, if you're going to put fake scores in our chat, you're going to get kicked out. If you want to put a prediction in, please do put the letter P after it, just to let us know it's a prediction. Jota to Salah. Little 1-2 back to Diogo Jota. Jota now to Mo. Mo, nice ball between the lines again to Diogo Jota. Protects the ball well. Little toe poke back. Ball breaks and Newcastle have it now. They look to play the ball quickly through the centre. Saint-Maximin now. Right hand side. Ball over the top. There's too much on it. It'll go all the way through to Alisson. But you can see how quickly Newcastle can counter if we give them a chance. Robbo now. Carries the ball from left to right. Plays it across to Trent. Robbo way out of position here, Robbo. Come on, back across, fella. Thiago. Firmino. Ball out right hand side to Trent again. He leaves it for Mohamed Salah. Salah to Firmino. Firmino. Out on that right hand side. He's looking for support. Still Bobby. Ball behind Salah. Well done to Thiago. Again, that's where Firmino switches off sometimes. Those simple little passes. Robbo. Back inside to Gini. Got movement ahead of him, but he gives it to Sadio Mane. Mane goes round the outside left hand side. Cross into the box. Ooh. It's dropped though. Salah has it. Strike! 1-0. Go on! Mo Salah! Mo Salah! Mo Salah! Not really running down the wing, but he's banging it in the net and it's 1-0 to the Reds already. There you go. Ball in from Sadio Mane. Diogo Jota jumps up for a header. He's beaten by the defender, but the ball goes over right hand side. Salah brings it down, controls it, turns, strike, first time left foot, bang, into the net, and it's 1-0 to the Reds. Let's have a look-see. Nobody's offside, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Salah does well, brings it down. What a finish from Mo. Well in, Mo. Absolute quality. Sadio Mane with a left-footed cross. Jota has it flicked away from him. Beautiful control. Excuse me, it was Firmino that had it nicked away from him. Beautiful control by Mohamed Salah. Brings it down. One touch with his left foot, then swings. Oh, it's beautiful. It is a thing of beauty for Mohamed Salah, and it's 1-0 to the Reds. That was a wonderful finish from Mo. Quality stuff from Mo. Go on, Mo. Mo Salah! Mo Salah! Mo Salah! Running down the wing. Newcastle on the attack now, win themselves their first corner of the game. Out left hand side. Go on, the Reds. What a start. We're back to football, ladies and gentlemen. The stuff that we actually give a shit about. There you go. Woo! Oh, isn't it just beautiful to be back watching football? Ball in. I love the way there's still some little Hazard fanboys that think he's fit to lace Mohamed Salah's boots. Man's out there having Burger Kings in pre-season while Salah's working on his six-pack. Firmino now works the ball out to Salah again, right hand side. A little bit too heavy for Mo this time. Suxy with the super chat. Mo Salah, love the emoji, well played. Love the WFM, love the Craig Ric Flair emoji, well played. You got your who, you got your Ric Flair. That's the start we all wanted, isn't it? Not Craig's Ric Flair, I mean the goal. Sorry, I have a tickly throat today, so if I mute my mic for a sec, it's just because I don't want to deafen you all with a cough. I want to deafen you with a Ric Flair instead. Can I get an amen? 1-0. Look at that for a finish from Mo. It's the touch, the first touch. Look at it. It's dirty. It's filthy. He turns then. He swivels. He shoots. It's past the Bravka before he knows what's going on. It's 1-0. I thought that was a microwave Klopp had behind him there for a second. Did you see that? Anyone who's watching the game, I don't know what that contraption was, but I was wondering the lads have a fucking, I don't know, a microwave porridge or something in the thing behind Kloppo. I think we should do it next time the trolls come in. Someone says, where are the trolls at? I think we should do the where the trolls are, where the trolls are, where the trolls are. I'm just happy to be back watching football, ladies and gents. Get the alien guy out. There we go. Newlon needs a little buggy. You're right. Well played. Where is he? Where's Newlon? Oh, he's not here. Oh, he's there. He's there. There he is. Look at him. Dancing all over beside the 100k plaque. You love to see it. Go on, Newlon, son. Where the trolls are, where the trolls are. Go on, Newlon. Genie to Thiago. Back to Kabak. Glorious sunny afternoon here. The Reds leading by a goal to 0. His name, the alien guy's name is Newlon Voider, by the way. We named him last year after Karen Brady wanted us to lose the league title and the season to be voided. We decided we needed a little mascot, so we called him Newlon Voider, in aid of null and void. You know what I mean? Is that 100k plaque real? No, not yet, Martin. The real one hasn't come out yet, mate. That's just one we made for the table there. Robbo, left hand side. What have we got? 7 minutes gone. The Reds already 1 up. Into Trent. Back to Genie. He heads it down to Thiago, and Thiago nods it back to Fabinho. Do hit that subscribe button, folks. Drop a like on the video as well. Great start here for Jurgen Klopp's men. Genie in possession. Runners everywhere. This is why I love having the front four on. I love us when we go this way. Options all over the gaff. Jota dropping through the lines. Firmino. One drops deep, the other goes forward. It's a thing of beauty. Ball moved out left hand side now to Sadio Mane, whose cross it was that led to the first goal. Sadio's cross this time wasn't so great and it was cleared by Newcastle, but straight back to Ozan Kabak. Genie Wijnaldum now. Little 1-2 with Diogo Jota. Back to Firmino. Genie. Back out left hand side. Ball inside now. Jota flicks it to Salah. Salah back to Firmino. Firmino rolls it out right hand side to Thiago. Thiago now back to Genie. Salah points out right hand side. Kabak. Look how high Kabak is in that line there. Ball breaks back to Genie. Go on, Genie. Go on, fella. Firmino, little drop of the shoulder. Ball to Trent. Trent out to Salah. Salah, little 1-2 with Firmino. The touch was a little bit heavy though. Allows Sam Maximin to pick it up and try and break for Newcastle. Oh, that's a yellow for Kabak every day of the week. That's no arguing about that. That was shite from Kabak, let's be honest. Kabak and Sam Maximin looks like an accident waiting to happen today. He made a challenge on him in the penalty area a few minutes ago that he just about got the ball, and now he's taken an early yellow card, 8-9 minutes into this game, and Kabak's already picked up a yellow for a lazy challenge. That wasn't a great challenge, to be fair. Yeah, there's no argument on that yellow, none whatsoever. It was 100% a correct yellow. Goldbridge is better. Good for you, Jack. Then fuck off and watch Mark, mate. And tell him I said hello when you go over to him. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, here you are, mate, commenting and watching an air chat. There you go. Adios, princess. Tell Marky Mark I said hello. He's a good friend of mine. Craig, would I take Maximin? I don't know, is the honest answer. I haven't seen... It's tough because he's got a touch of the the Adama Traore's about him, in that, like, he can do some amazing stuff, but I'm yet to see enough consistency. And again, he's getting the shit kicked out of him week in and week out because of that pace of his as well, so he's always bound to pick up a couple of injuries in the season. Emiliano said, you talked a few months back about saying you were wrapping up Anfield Agenda. Seems like a distant memory. You look seriously happy doing the channel now. Congrats on 100k. Thank you. I am happy. Life's good, mate. We're all getting towards the end of this pandemic. Family are healthy. The Reds could get a top 4 place. That'll top it all off. But thank you. I am feeling much, much better with life. Newcastle's free kicks overhit and it goes behind for Liverpool goal kick. You are better, said Joanna. You are correct. In my opinion, and it is just my opinion, I'm the best that there is in the commentary game when it comes to football fan content. I'm not saying I've got the best channel. I'm not saying that. But I'd say I struggle to find a more entertaining watch along than here on Anfield Agenda. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Love the streams, mate. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Wally. Appreciate that. Musamil, lovely to see you win, my friend. What's going on in the game? Mohamed Salah just nearly took the back off the net, mate, when he scored. That's what's going on. Good news is Saint-Maximin's back on the pitch. He did get clattered into there by Ozan Kabak, and it was 100% a yellow, but, you know, Kabak, you can make no bones about it now. They'll be targeting Kabak. So when Saint-Maximin knowing he can't afford to touch him again. It's a silly yellow to pick up that early in the game. Show us the gameplay. Nah. Ball back, Kabak. It's beautiful though, mate. You can't see it, but you should. Oh, it's beautiful, mate. Honestly, the pitch is so crisp. The television's looking nice and 65-inch there. It's beautiful. I wish you could see it. It's so magnificent, mate, in its beauty. But unfortunately, you'll just have to listen to my dulcet tones instead. Fabinho. Ball out left-hand side to Kabak. Kabak back infield to Gini Wijnaldum. Gini out right hand side to Trent. Go on. Lucky ricochet. Trent tries a ball in behind. Oh, Sadio, heavy touch me. Fucking hell. Oh, the offside flag was up. It's all good, Sadio, mate. Nothing wrong with it, mate. Nothing wrong with it. Just testing the run. He was offside as well. It's a good spot by the linesman. Sadio was about a yard off. Trent heads it back down. Thiago. Jota. Jota spins and plays it at left hand side to Andy Robertson. Robbo back inside to Thiago. Thiago looking for the run of Diogo Jota at Mohamed Salah, but it was intercepted. So Maxima has it now left hand side for Newcastle. He cuts in field. Tries a ball through the middle. It's well defended by Gini. Plays a 1-2 with Kabak. Well done, Gini. Good football, mate. Firmino now. Protects the ball well. Rolls it back inside to Thiago. Thiago switches the ball across left hand side. Looking for Robbo. Can't quite keep it in. Just a little bit overhit and it goes out for a Newcastle throw in right hand side. Throw in about to be taken. Salah scored, mate. Salah. Christian Wint, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, buddy. If you want to become a member like Christian, all you have to do is hit that join button. It's $4.99 a month. You get the Anfield Agenda logo beside your name. You get into our Discord group and you get use of all the emojis. Goldbridge owns you. No, mate. I own you because I'm so far in your fucking head that you're on Airstream commenting about somebody else. So, you know, when I'm in your dreams tonight, mate, just know, me and your family, me and a certain special someone in your family, mate, just think about that. Just call me daddy. That's all I'm saying. Nobody owns me, mate. Nobody. Ball in behind the Saint-Maximin. Ball across. Oh! Good clearance. Fabinho plays it back to Trent, who's on the line, but the offside flag was up. They're all trying to attack me. I know, they're all coming, but Excalibur's here and he's going to keep whooping each and every one of them. Woo! Manasarama, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, my man. Where the trolls at, where the trolls at, woo, woo, where the trolls at. You can't even spell egg, you dumb cunt. Try to spell egg and you can't even do that right, mate. No! You got one chance, mate. 3 letters. 3 letters. And you managed to fuck up the first one. Shit the bed much, my friend? Shit the bed much? If you're gonna come have a go, then have a go. Do you know what I mean? Do it properly or piss off back to bed. Ball back with Allison. I'm at 100k now. Don't give a shit anymore. All bets are off. Excalibur is going to be floating and go whoosh, whoosh. Taking out my big 100k langer, go whoosh, whoosh. Don't care anymore. Whoop, whoop. Ball out right hand side to Trent. Fabinho across the Kabak. Genie. Ball back in. Ball over the top. Oh, it's a nice run. It's a nice ball. Picks out Salah. Good defending by Newcastle. I think it's gone behind for a goal kick. It was one of those double ricochets. But beautiful spot there by Fabinho. Gets his head up. Little dink over the top to Salah. Control. I don't know if that did take a nick off a Liverpool player. But either way, the ref gave the goal kick. It's been taken. There's a throw into Liverpool now, right hand side. Someone woke up in a good mood today. Do you know what, Anton? Honestly, mate, I'm just happy to be talking about football again after the week we've had, mate. It's been a mad old week, do you know what I mean? It's just great to be back talking about football. Thiago, Robbo, ball up the line. Sadio Mane, lovely ball back inside. Jota, just about overhits it. Shelvey picks it up, plays it back, and Newcastle knock the ball long. You can see what they're looking to do. Kabak straight in over the top again. He's an accident waiting to happen today. So he's on a yellow, and now he's after going through the back of Saint-Maximin to win a header. He really does need to be careful. Kloppo needs to have a think about this one. If I'm Fabinho now, or I'm Genie, I'm telling him to calm the fuck down, because he's a second yellow waiting to happen here. Someone said Super League talk is old news, stop talking about it. No, I won't stop talking about it, Matt, because I haven't forgiven the owners for what they've tried to do, mate. So no, I will not stop talking about it. And if you think it's gone away, mate, then you're very naive, because they're going to try this shit again. Saint-Maximin does really well for Newcastle down the left hand side. Turns, plays the cross in, Kabak hooks it away. He's looked very lively today, Saint-Maximin. It's up in the air. Jota heads it forward. Newcastle will win the second ball. It's brought down left hand side out to Saint-Maximin. Ball down the line again. Thiago's there. He's looking to see it out. Couldn't do so. Ball goes out in the end. Be a throw in down near the corner flag. He is a box of tricks, isn't he? Saint-Maximin, he really is. Love you too. Who was it? Krishina. Love you too. Thank you very much. He cracks me up. Good. I'm glad I'm making you smile, mate. Great to have you in. I do like seeing some happy people. We might as well have a bit of fun with it. Why not? Sadio Mane, he's dispossessed. Newcastle have it now centre of the pitch. Jota's gone past very easily. Ball rolled across. Come on, the Reds. Saint-Maximin again, left hand side. He goes back. Shelvey rolls the ball across from left to right. Again, neat play this by Newcastle. Moving the ball around. Liverpool playing there with the two banks of four and then the two lads pressing. Newcastle overhit the ball, just about keep it in left hand side. Kieran Clark with a bit of an overhit pass there. Shelvey now. Ball over the top. Strike. Allison clears. Surely the offside flag's up. Yes. Allison with a fresh trim. Was the offside flag up here? Let's have a look at the lineup. No, he was well onside actually. Christ, we were lucky there. We were lucky Alisson was away because we were caught there. Strike, well saved by Alisson and hooked away. I thought he was going to be miles off, but no, he was absolutely onside. Alisson does well, gets down, makes the save with his left hand, and then it's cleared by Kabak. But again, this channel's funniest and better. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. I don't know why everyone keeps trying to pit me against Mark, by the way. We're very good mates, like. We get on really well. Mark's been very helpful to me. Oh, Newcastle have the ball in the net, but it's ruled out for a foul on. And maybe an offside as well. Ruled out for a foul on Alisson, but possibly an offside as well. But let's have a little look here. Corner comes in. Yeah, there's what? 3 of them there in an offside position. Shelvey jumps into the keeper, and then Clark, I think it is, heads it into the net. So you can take your pick, offside, foul, whichever one works for you in that scenario. Genie rolls the ball across to Fabinho. I have a bad feeling about Kabak today. That yellow so early and then that second foul. He's just one foul away from being sent off. Robbo to Mane. Mane, little ball back to Genie. What have we had? 21 minutes gone at Anfield. 1-0 to the Reds. That goal came courtesy of Mohamed Salah. Jota tries a reverse ball down the line looking for Robbo. Newcastle player comes across. It goes behind for a Liverpool corner. Heather Jackson, thank you so much for the super sticker. Wow, 20 quid. You're very, very kind, Heather. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Corner here to Robbo, left hand side. That is so generous. Thank you. Kabak's up from the back for this one. It's on BT Sport, by the way, for those asking. Imagine not liking Craig. Exactly, mate. Imagine. Ball in. It's cleared. So Maximo has it now. His pace really is a different level, isn't it? Now Salah does well, gets a foot in and wins the ball back, but so Maximum really is just Olympic sprinter stuff like when he gets the ball. Thiago. He spreads the ball across left hand side. Robbo pulls the ball back to Thiago again. Thiago, nice ball to Jota. Jota with a strike, can't keep it down. It was a lovely bit of interplay. Thiago from deep picks the ball out. I believe to Mohamed Salah, who lays it off for a shot for Jota. It was. Picked in the ball to Salah, rolls it to Jota. Jota takes a strike and is over the bar. Takes one touch, then opens up his body, gets onto his right foot, tries to whip it into the far corner, but it's high over Dubravka's crossbar and it's a goal kick to Newcastle. Thoughts on Nat Phillips? He's had a great season and one that I'm sure he'll never forget, but I think at the end of the season Nat Phillips will move on to pastures new, but will have certainly done his career no harm and will be eternally grateful for the season he's put in. Ball over the top now to Mane. Mane brings it down well, controls it left hand side. Pulls the ball back to Jota. Jota with a left footed strike this time. Makes a connection. Doesn't get full power on it and it's straight into the arms of Dubravka. But again, it's off his shin. Didn't quite make great contact with it. But again, good play from Sadio Mane and a good pick out as well down that left hand side. This is better. Absolutely, Glenn and everybody else that's happy with it in the chat. We are... Look, Newcastle look dangerous in attack, particularly with the pace of Maximum, but we are looking thirsty. Thanks for the laughs when we need them. My pleasure, John. My pleasure. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Thank you for your comments and thank you for watching. Kabak now. He steps forward. Looking for support. Rolls it into Diogo Jota. Jota. Ball into Salah. Handball! 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 Fuck off, man. He's not the Harlem Globetrotters. Here we go now, Newcastle on the break. Kabak has it, he wins it back. I don't know if it was a short distance, but there's no doubt that it went off the defender's arm. Am I with the crowd to get FSG out? Very difficult question that. Depending on new owners. Would I like Liverpool's owners to sell if decent owners were there after what happened? Yes. Am I against John W. Henry after what happened? Yes. But... to say just new owners, I'd be very careful. Because whatever we think about them, and we do think badly, they aren't the Glazers. They aren't Kroenke. But yes, in theory, I would like them to sell up, mate. But, you know, I'm very wary of the next owners, who they might be. But yes, I will never forgive John W. Henry for that fiasco and the embarrassment he brought on the club again. Salah, ball over the top. And thank you, Christian, for the super chat. Again, we're obviously not getting our penalty there for the LeBron James accent that went on inside the penalty area. I heard Salah to PSG, is it true? Let me explain what you're probably hearing in 1 second, my friend. Thiago has the ball here now. Plays it out left hand side. Robbo. To Jota. Firmino. Back to Jota. Ball breaks on the edge of the box. Newcastle get it and carry it out. What you're probably thinking about, and I'm not sure if this is what you've heard or not, Sam Maximum now on the attack for Newcastle. Again, a good through ball. Kabak gets back well. Whew. We're getting fortunate here. We're so fortunate Joelinton's shy. There was talk that if they lose Mbappe, that Pochettino wanted Kane, but the president and apparently the board would prefer Mohamed Salah. So I'm thinking that you're thinking potentially as an Mbappe replacement, but that's the only thing I've seen or read about Mohamed Salah and PSG. And I'm not saying that there's any truth to it, but that's all that I've read. Jota plays it out off Murphy. That'll be a Liverpool throw in left hand side. Who's your favourite Liverpool player? Bobby Firmino. Florentino Perez said the Super League was over. Florentino Perez talks out his fucking hoop. He also said that under 24s don't like football and that they can't keep concentration for a 90-minute game. So Florentino Perez isn't exactly somebody who I'd be looking at as the bastion of morality again, I suppose. And also, let's not forget, this is the same Florentino Perez that overseen the absolute financial mess that Real Madrid are in. So don't worry about what Florentino Perez has to say, because he's trying to get his own club out of massive debt. Salah into Mane. Mane, strike! Oh, he's pulled it wide. Again, we're ripping that Newcastle defence apart. Beautiful ball by Salah into the box. Mane takes a touch that drags him across to the right-hand side of the penalty area. So Salah has the ball in the right channel. Again, I'd say Mane was offside. I'd say if that went to VAR, he would have been offside. Looked at a yard ahead to me. Takes a touch across the box, tries to drag it back to the far post, pulls it wide, but I'd say he was offside. But we do get the corner from it. Rob, this is one of the things about VAR that does my head in, by the way. So we've got a corner there, which Newcastle have just cleared, but we were clearly offside in the build-up. It's one of the things about the keeping the flag down part that annoys me. Thiago now, he flicks the ball into the left channel. Nice weighted pass there for Robbo. Does Murphy appeal for everything? Does he just come out and boots the ball out and sticks his arm up every single time he clears it? Like it doesn't go near anybody, but Murphy's there wanting throw-ins all the time. Again though, you can see Newcastle have had a couple of opportunities and we've been lucky twice that Kabak's got some good tackles in, but Sam Maximan's been at the heart of everything good about this Newcastle attack so far. Mane, another opportunity. Jota. Oh, he's pulled it wide from the fucking 10 yards out. Lads, not this again today with the shooting boots. It was a short goal kick. Clark plays it across. Gives it straight to Salah. Mane ricochets back out to Jota. And that was an awful strike from Jota. Should have been 2-0 and we can't be letting them off the hook again. Congrats for 100k. Got to know you through Geordie. Do you know if we have any good pacey wingers like Raheem Sterling coming through our academy? We've got Harvey Elliott, mate. That's on loan at Blackburn. So there is him to come. I don't know how you got to know me through Geordie because I've never been on there. I think him and Lawrence did comment on one of our clips once, so maybe that was it. Thank you for that. And Joe Morris said, Craig, do you think we could see a Super League type tournament in international football? I don't know, but the plan for this Super League was that it could potentially lead to a World Super League. So it was called the Super League, not the European Super League. And from what my understanding of it was, they were looking to bring in the likes of the winner of the Copa Libertadores or Boca or River Plate and stuff like that long term as well, and kind of make it some big Club World Cup style thing. But I don't know on international football, mate. We do have the World Cup, of course. We've missing too many chances again. Like, we should be 2 or 3-0 up here. Well, I say 2 or 3-0 up. Alisson's made a great save as well. So Newcastle have certainly had a chance or two. I don't mean to come across that way. Shelby now rolls the ball into the right channel. Newcastle again get their head up. So Maximum, he's everywhere. He's left, he's right, he's through the middle. 4 Liverpool players around him there. It takes 4 of us to get the ball off and put it out for a throw in. Should be 3-1. Probably correct, Ben, but again, a second one here just to calm us down would be nice. But yeah, we've been missing a few sitters already. Hope YouTube give you the reward for reaching 100k. Not yet, Gavin, but from what we've read, and again, I'm no experience with this, mate. May take around a week to get the email, I think, with the link and stuff. But look, we're absolutely over the moon, fella. And to those that are in the chat right now, welcome in. If you're with us for the first time, please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. We'll have a post-match show coming up. And don't go anywhere at half-time because I'll be getting your thoughts on everything transfer-related and that as well. So make sure you've got some comments ready to go for the half-time break. Genie. Firmino across to Thiago. Thiago now. Ball out left-hand side again to Robbo. Back into Thiago. We've hit the half-hour mark here at Anfield. Again, a nice ball over the top. Robbo gets his head on it. Can't quite steer it across the box. And it goes behind for Newcastle goal kick. Salah scored the goal, mate. Salah. It was a beautiful finish as well. But, you know, the longer games go on 1-0, the more nervous we get. Because, you know, when you see chances come and go, you want to just open up a bit of a gap, don't you? Will I be streaming the Euros? Yes, we will. Boyle wants us to go ahead and do the Euros this summer, so we'll be doing them between both channels, between Anfield Agenda and Mundo Sporto. Love you too, mate. Love you too. Thank you. Allison. Thiago. Genie. Out right hand side to Salah. Leaves him a bit short. Salah's brought down and fouled though. Referee gives a free kick to Liverpool. Salah's down holding his, I think it's just one of his central toes on his left boot. Maybe he got trod on, did he? Yes, he did. You could see there. Richie went through. Caught him on the follow through. Stood on Salah's foot. Would I forgive FSG if they bought world class players? No. I want world class players to come into Liverpool, don't get me wrong. But for me, with the owners, no. I'll never forgive or forget. John Anderson, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, buddy, the newest member of the family. Lovely to have you with us. Make sure you look on the community tab, buddy, for the Discord group link. And again, all those emojis are now at your disposal, sir. Thank you very much. Am I from Dublin? Originally, but not anymore, mate. I live in Wexford now. Thiago. Jota. Little 1-2 again. Mane. Ricochets back, but Kabak recycles possession and goes back to Fabinho. Fabinho out right hand side to Trent. Salah. Under pressure, back to Fabinho. We are 33 minutes in here at Anfield. The Reds leading by that Mohamed Salah goal to nil. Should you worry about Robertson, Mane and Trent's form? No. I don't know why those 3 players, are they the ones in your FPL team or something? Firmino. Again, look, that's what annoys me so much about Bobby. He's my favourite player, but that is another example of him switching off at a vital moment. So Maximum now in possession, and Newcastle try and counter. They've got men over left side. Again, we just about get men back. Trent fell on the edge of our own box, and that's a free kick. But that all came from Bobby Firmino not being switched on around the opposition 18-yard box yet again and playing a slack 10-yard square pass. It frustrates the shit out of me, even though he's my favourite player. That not being switched on in those moments is just not acceptable because it leads to these counter-attacks. Someone said, am I interested in the FAI? Do you mean the League of Ireland, Connor? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, the League of Ireland? Because I'm not really interested in the Football Association of Ireland because they're a complete shambles, buddy. Thiago. Jota. He tries the ball through to Mane, but it's back with Dubravka. He side-foots the ball forward. Genie gives chase. Fabinho shows from, but Genie has a little bit of time to turn. Rolls it across to Fabinho. Thiago. Kabak. 35 minutes gone. Again, we've been on top, but Newcastle have had their moments on the counter-attack, so we need to make sure we get that second, put a bit of daylight between us and them. Trent. Gets a lucky ricochet, ball back to Robbo. Robbo, left-hand side to Diogo Jota. Back to Robbo. Thiago. Jota. Newcastle coming away with it with John Joe Shelby. Then they played it right-hand side to Miguel Almiron. Tries to go around the outside. Robbo gets a tackle in. Ball goes out off Andy Robertson. Newcastle throw it. Score prediction. Mine was 3-0, Jack, before the game, and I'm going to stick with that, my friend. It's absolutely melting in my sitting room, by the way, because I've got lights on, obviously, shining down for the green screen. Curtains are all closed, and the sweat is just rolling down the back of my head. Good work by Robbo. Firmino now, ball over the top. Salah's through. Go on, Mo. Go on, Mo. Oh, Salah again. You can't keep missing sitters, Mo. Another one-on-one with the keeper, and this time he misses again. Could have squared it to Mane. If you're going to take them on, Mo, you've got to finish them, fella. That's 6 chances in the last 2 games. 3 games, excuse me, and he scored 1 from it. Oh. There's no excuse for it. Oh, it's just not good enough. Yeah, exactly. Could have passed it to Mane. If you're going to take it on, you better make sure you finish it. Ball in from Trent to the far post. Firmino heads it back across. Oof. Dubravka comes across and gathers it. Someone said to me he's got Ramadan. Fair enough, I appreciate that side of it, but that doesn't mean that he can't take the ball around the fucking keeper, mate. Let's not be using religious holidays here, religious fasts as an excuse. He's fully capable of running onto that and taking it around the keeper, mate. I appreciate he's observing Ramadan, but let's not make that an excuse as to why he missed the sitter. Come on, be fair about it. Trent, ball goes back, Alisson has it now. I mean, it needs to be realistic about this, mate. Ramadan had nothing to do with the reason he missed that opportunity. Ball back inside. Switch the cross. What have we got? Cop Cadet, thank you very much for the super sticker. Even, again, a couple of people in the chat, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's religious beliefs. I fully respect the guys who are observing Ramadan and can't have food or water till sundown. Fully appreciate and respect that and love their dedication, but let's not be using that as a get out of jail free card here for missed opportunities. Jota now, ball across, again, another half chance goes a beg, and this time it's Diogo Jota who can't get his weight behind the shot, and it trickles through to Dubravka. These misses just keep coming and going, don't they? I have a feeling we're getting the second one. Mane, ball across. Again, it's defended by Newcastle this time. I tell you what, we're missing the chances, and I'm as frustrated as anyone, but the lads are on form today. You can see the front four. They're lively. Fabinho back there now. Ricochet. Ball goes off Joelinton. He keeps it in. Just about. Right-hand side of the penalty area. But the front four are on it today. That's one thing I will say. They look full of energy and ideas. Shooting boots again are letting us down, but they're getting into some great positions. Richie now, left side for Newcastle. Cuts in down to his right foot, puts a cross in. Look at that from Alisson. Big, beautiful bastard. You're coming out and claiming that there like a less angry Hulk. Flings it out right-hand side down to Trent. Ball down. Oh, he's in again. Salah now. Cuts back. Rolls it across to Sadio. Sadio. Fucking hell! Why are you smiling? This time Mo squares it across and Sadio's turned to shit the bed. Oh, Dave, God almighty. How many times are we going to let them off? We should be 5-0 up. Salah, lovely spot this time. Pulls the ball across, rolls it to Mane. Takes a shot and tries, just hit the fucking thing, mate. Jesus, trying to take it around the goalkeeper, bring the ball for a date, buy it lunch and everything. Just put your foot through it, mate, and side foot it past the Bravka. God almighty, another one goes missed. Jota. Salah. That was a great setup by Mo. No talk about greed that time. He was spot on, laid it across to Sadio Mane, and Mane should have done better. Awful. We should be 5-0 up. Well, maybe 5-1, because Newcastle did have a good chance, but jeez, we've had enough chances here to win 2 games already. But again, you look at it from a positive perspective. The attacking intent and the attacking play is there, but the finishing is shocking. Thiago does well. He's having a good game today, Thiago. He looks way more comfortable out there moving the ball around. Trent. Alright, Trent, relax there, fella. Getting a bit carried away with himself. Thinking I'll have to take the shots on. And he puts it into Rowe's head. I'm baffled by how our forwards have been so bad at putting away chances recently. It's not an exaggeration to say we could have scored 5, is it? Realistically. It's no exaggeration to say we should have scored 5 so far today. And when we've got Mane on our charity bet as well to score, oh, and he misses those sitters. Trent. Kabak's done well enough after picking up that early yellow to manage his way through the first half. Thiago, lovely ball through the lines to Jota. He tried to pick out Mane, but it was well defended. That Newcastle defence is open to being picked time and time again. They can't pick up our runners. Look at this, Jota's back. Well done, Diogo Jota, mate. Look at him, tracking back all the way there to win the ball back after he misplaced his pass. That is quality from Diogo Jota. Love that attitude. Well done, Diogo. Firmino. Out left-hand side. Ball back to Thiago. Again, look, Salah's on the shoulder all the time looking for the through ball. I'm loving that from Mo today. Make timing his runs really well. Genie. Back to Kabak. Mane. Again, a bit of a slack pass this time. Well done, Fabinho. Steps in and nicks it off Saint-Maximin, goes back to Alisson. Right, here we go. Thiago. Ball out left-hand side to Robbo. Bradley Fricker said, I can see us ruining these missed types of games. I can fully see our top 4 going down to goal difference. I was thinking similar, mate, in that we could have been burying Newcastle today. We could be 2 or 3-0 up. And I think the goal difference could be important, buddy, as you said. It's very tight around that top 4, and Chelsea have a better goal difference than us as things stand. Firmino. Of course, Chelsea playing West Ham at the London City Stadium today. Salah. Nice ball right hand side to Trent. Trent puts a cross in. Oh, another one. Mane this time puts it wide to the left post. Again, beautiful attacking play by Trent down that right hand side. Cross comes in. Mane gets onto the end of it. He pulls it back. And again he steers it wide to the post somehow. Okay, he was under pressure from the defender, and that was one of his more difficult opportunities, but how many times are we going to let them off the hook? This is, I don't know. A nice second one before half time, lads. It'd be delicious if you wouldn't mind there. Somebody put the old shooting boots on. 1 minute to go plus additional time at the end of the first half. Don't forget, folks, don't go anywhere at half time. We have lots of stuff to go through. We'll be talking about Canade and all the other links as well. Newcastle try a ball over the top. It's overhit and it goes through to Alisson. Alisson rolls it through to Thiago. It's been an excellent 45 minutes from us, but everything bar the finishing. Robbo to Diogo Jota. Jota goes round the outside. Well defended though. Oh, damn, why are you giving away the silly cheap free kick, mate? No need to give him a cheap free kick, Diogo. I'm good, thank you, Tom. I hope you are as well, buddy. Lovely to see you in. Again, ladies and gentlemen, there's 2,500 people or so in the chat right now. If you can take a second, hit that subscribe button. Really would mean the world to us. Drop a like on the video as well. And yeah, should be about 6-0, said Chris. Well, Newcastle had a good chance as well. Let's be fair about it. Alisson did make a good save. They had a chance. 2 minutes of additional time added on by Andre Mariner at the end of the first half here at Anfield. Dubravka plays the ball out right hand side. Shelvey carries it out. The pressure has been great from our players. The press has been good. The energy levels have been great. Creating chances hasn't been a problem. But putting the ball in the back of the net, unfortunately, yet again, has been. Unlucky Bobby Firmino. Stuck his foot in there, nearly won the ball, but just couldn't get enough to get it through to Salah. Newcastle have it left-hand side now. Ball back again. Newcastle knocking it around the back. They'll be counting their lucky chickens. Do you have lucky chickens? Lucky stars? Chickens? I don't know. Well, let's say lucky chickens. That's how lucky they've been to not concede a second. They're counting their lucky chickens and they've swallowed the stars that are lucky. Fabinho nods it down. Ozan Kabak. Oh, he's lucky. Lucky Thiago was there to step back in and win that because it was a loose pass from Kabak. Thiago again. A minute to go in the first half of additional time. Salah tries to run. Lovely ball through the lines to Jota. Both lads are on the shoulders now. Robbo's left. Gives it to Robbo. Robbo whips in a cross. This time Sadio throws his head at it and puts it 4 yards wide of the keeper's post. Again, I was a little bit behind him, the cross, but yeah, it was behind him, to be fair. He was trying to aim his body back around. Very difficult header to direct. I'll let Sadio off the hook on that one. It's been one of those halves, hasn't it? We've been really, really good in so many areas. And you just hope that we don't get a sting in the tail and concede a slack one. Kabak, just boot it out, mate. It's half time. Just get rid of it. Andre Mariner puts the whistle to his lips and does blow it up. It is half time at Anfield. Liverpool leading Newcastle by 1-0, but let's be honest, it could be a whole lot more than that. Mane is... I'm not reading that, mate. We don't talk about our own players like that. Lucky chickens. I know I went to say lucky stars and then just fully shit the bed, mate, and just said lucky chickens. But just go with it. Just pretend I didn't make it. Nobody heard that mistake. At least we got a goal. There you go. Jason said, enjoy your channel. Cheers from a Spurs fan. Thank you, Jason. Lovely to see you in, mate. Do I think Ben Davies will come on? No, mate. I think there's more chance of me coming on than Ben Davies at this rate. Like, judging on the amount of game time he's had so far. We can both say we've had the same amount of game time for Liverpool, myself and Ben Davies. What's your score prediction? I'm sticking with 3-0. I know, call me an old optimist, but I'm sticking with 3-0, ladies and gentlemen. Right, I want to have a little drink of water, and then we're going to have a chat around the transfers coming up over the next few weeks, or potentially coming up, I should say. Craig is an absolute legend. I'm not, but thank you. I really appreciate all your support, guys. Right, what have we got? Transfer news. Right, so yesterday, some of you might have seen that about 6 o'clock yesterday evening, the news broke from Fabrizio Romano. Now, as I'd been alluding to you guys over the previous days, I'd heard a lot of stuff about Canade potentially coming to Liverpool, but I wanted to confirm by a public journalist, because I'm never somebody that likes to go with the things I've been told until it's confirmed publicly, because I don't play the whole ITK game. But once Fabrizio went with it, I knew that it was going to be happening, so I was happy to confirm with my second source, then go out and say that Canade is going to be a Liverpool player. So the news that broke yesterday, which was confirmed as well by Christian Falk of Bild, again, very good sources around German football there, very close to Bayern Munich in particular. So he said true. So it looks like Liverpool are going to be paying the release clause of Ibrahima Canade, which is €35 million there or thereabouts. Roughly £32 million, something like that. And the talk is it's going to be a 5-year contract. I don't know what his wages are going to be. I haven't got a clue. And I don't know when it will be announced. But I do think it will be happening. And what happens then with Ozan Kabak, that's open to interpretation from what I've read and from people I've spoken to. I genuinely believe that the club haven't made their mind up yet on Ozan Kabak, one way or the other. So I don't think it's a case of Canade or Kabak. I think it could be a case of both. But I genuinely believe that Liverpool are yet to decide on Kabak. They're still giving him time to prove himself with another 5 games left after today. We also seen the rumour this week around Jadon Sancho. Do I believe it? No. I've yet to see anything that makes me believe that he'll be coming to Liverpool. Everything that I've read over the last 3, 4, 5 months suggests that United are going to go back in for Jadon Sancho. They put a lot of groundwork in to try and get him previously. And I think that was a bit of PR spin. Now, would I be happy with Jadon Sancho? Of course I would. I'm not an idiot. I do like football and good football players. But I think realistically, the Marlon stuff, the Patson Daka stuff, Rafinha, Pedro Neto, I think that's more likely the type of signing. Now, the big question for me is, what happens in midfield? So it looks like Gini Wijnaldum is going to move on at the end of the season. If you're a betting man, probably Barcelona. Inter had been linked as well, but Barcelona the more likely option. So then you wonder who comes in to replace Gini. I would love to see Yves Bissouma, and I can tell you guys for certain that Liverpool are monitoring Bissouma and have been for a long time. There was a piece came out in The Athletic that suggested that if Brighton were to be convinced to sell Bissouma this summer, they'd want in and around £40 million for him, which for a Premier League proven midfielder probably is about the right price. Let's be honest, that's probably where the market is. Maybe a little bit less if Michael Edwards can do his thing, but there's also links to Lille's Renato Sanchez. Now, I'll be completely honest and say I haven't followed Sanchez since his days for Benfica, Bayern Munich, and then didn't he go to Swansea at one point? Now he's playing for Lille. Lille top of the French league, but I don't watch that much French football, so I honestly haven't got any clue around Renato Sanchez or of the reliability of the links. Cameron said Kabak has been quite good, to be honest. It'd be more logical to get both, especially with our injury record. I agree. For me, ideally, I'd like us to sign both and sell Matip, because as good as Joel is when he's available, that availability is somewhat limited because of the amount of little soft muscle injuries and stuff he picks up. So, and plus, when you're getting Gomez and Van Dijk back from such a long time out, there's nothing to say that maybe in the rehab or when they start playing they mightn't pick up a little muscle strain or a knock. It's not unusual for people coming back from long-term injuries like that to pick up a secondary little knock or something like that. You know, their body's not used to it, and of course they're building up and building up and building up, but you can't really replicate the intensity of a game of football. Who's Michael Edwards? I'm not answering that question. I refuse to answer that question. If you don't know who Michael Edwards then you either don't support Liverpool or you don't care, but I'm not explaining who Michael Edwards is. Matip is funny when he's angry. Yep, he's also a great defender. Like, Joe Matip's a very good centre-back, but, you know, Father Time's not on his side and his injury record isn't great. Do I reckon we've cooled on Calais Dakar? The honest answer, Nathan, I won't tell you any lies, mate, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. So if you don't know who Calais Dakar is, he is the Croatian centre-back that plays for Marseille. We were linked with him in the January window. Apparently it was that close that he was sitting on the tarmac waiting to maybe board a private jet to come over, and Marseille didn't get the money they wanted. They said they pulled out of it because they couldn't get a replacement. That's not what I've been led to believe. They just didn't get the money that they wanted and Liverpool went elsewhere. But I don't know if we'll revisit Calais Dakar. I won't lie to you, I honestly don't know. What do I think about Mbappe and Haaland with transfer news? So, Florentino Perez wanted to pull this Super League stunt this summer and get it done as quickly as possible, because his legacy at Real Madrid is that he wants to, one, redo the Bernabeu, which is being done now, and it will be magnificent when it's done. I don't think it's adding any extra seats, but it will be a magnificent stadium. And he wanted to bring in Haaland and Mbappe this summer. So that's why he wanted the money from JP Morgan Chase, who were going to be backing this European Super League to the tune of 4.6 billion pounds, something like that. So he wanted that money so he could go out and get Mbappe and Haaland this summer for Real Madrid. If you don't want to take my word for that, check out the interview I did with Graham Hunter during the week, Spanish football journalist, Spanish football genius. We spoke to him about the whole Super League. I spoke to him about Real Madrid and Barcelona. That interview is up on the channel. It's only about 17 minutes long. So if you get a chance later on today, you don't want to take my word for it, listen to Mr. Graham Hunter and he'll tell you what the story is there. Do I want Salah to leave? Absolutely not. I don't want any of our front four to leave. The only one I want to leave is Divock Origi. And I want to replace him with somebody like a Patson Daka or a Malin, or if you want experience, and this is a long shot, but maybe a Suarez, but ideally, no. I don't want any of the front four to leave. I want to add to the options we have at the football club and not be looking to move any of the lads on. Salah is overrated. You know fuck all about football. Let's just leave it at that. The man who's shattering goal scoring records season after season, banging in at least 25 every season that he's been at Liverpool, is overrated. You know nothing, you absolute clown. You're probably somebody that thinks Hazard's better than Salah. That fat little dwarf that comes in every season, overweight back from pre-season, gets his dream move to Real Madrid, does sweet fuck all with it, hasn't got the numbers to lace Salah's boots, and yet I still have to sit here defending Mohamed Salah against that little fraud Eden Hazard. Don't even get me started. Salah is a superstar, and if you don't know or admit that, then I can't help you. I'm happy enough to sit here and tell you Bruno Fernandes is a world-class footballer, Kevin De Bruyne is a world-class footballer. I will admit other teams' players are amazing because I love the sport. But people like you that come in spouting this Salah is shite stuff, honestly just don't have a clue. You don't have my respect. So just piss off. Simple as that. Do you think we have a chance of Mbappe? Not realistically, Mikey. I'd like to say yes, mate, but not realistically. Thoughts on Bellingham? Brilliant. Unbelievable talent. Great piece of business by Dortmund to bring him in from Birmingham. And I think in the next 2 or 3 years, every team in England are going to be looking to try and get Jude Bellingham back there. He looks like a superstar. Absolute quality. Very unlucky to have that goal ruled out in the first leg against Man City. Got his goal, of course, in the second leg, but it wasn't enough. City deserved to go through. But yeah, what a talent. Adam, thank you very much for the Adam Avdic, excuse me. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Harvey Elliott thoughts. Yeah, this is one Mustafa that I'm intrigued by. I think what we'll see happen, and again, don't take this as gospel, it's just my opinion. We'll see Harvey Elliott come back to Liverpool for pre-season. We'll see him play the pre-season friendlies, do the training with the team over the course of pre-season, and I think we may see a late decision made on whether he goes back out on loan next season. If so, I'd like it to be to a Premier League club, or if Jurgen Klopp feels that it's time to add him in to the mix for the starting squad, the matchday squad. I genuinely don't know, because I think he's right on one more year and I'd have no doubt about it, but right now I think maybe a loan move to a Premier League club could be on the cards, but I think Jurgen Klopp will give him every chance in pre-season to show what he's after learning under Tony Mowbray there at Blackburn. I am sweating like a rapist, ladies and gentlemen, I won't lie to you. And excuse my candid joke there, it's a bit of an Irish joke, but not that there's anything to joke about with rape, obviously, but do you know what I mean? It's just something I say to my mates, or my dad used to say to me. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it is what I say. I think Craig likes Hazard. I've got nothing against Eden Hazard. I'll say to you, Eden Hazard put in one of the best shifts I've ever seen of an away performance at Anfield. Eden Hazard on his day is absolutely unplayable. It's just that those days aren't often enough. Hello from Australia. How are you, mate? Lovely to see you win. Salah's class, has my respect, but only problem I have with him, he doesn't pass the ball in front of goal from a United fan. He laid it on a play for Sadio Mane, mate, in the first half there. Beautiful ball across to him and Sadio shit the bed. Do I think Liverpool in a way too many class players? No, you can never have too many class players, buddy. I mean, that I wish that was the case. Hello, Craig from Los Angeles. How are you, Derek? Lovely to see you win, my man. God, it must be early for you, mate. If I'm right, 7, half 6 in the morning in LA, mate. If my maths is right there, and you're right, we should have buried them by now, buddy. Salah is not selfish. He's not. Look, all forwards should be inherently selfish in one way or another, if you get me, like. But I don't think any of the lads are over selfish. I mean, again, you see there was 2 occasions Salah had the opportunity to pass. One of them he took it on himself and missed. The other one he squared it off. That's fine with me. I've no issues with that. Arslan. Yeah, Arslan. How are you from Australia? I'm very good, thank you, my friend. Very good. You haven't won yet, mate. Nobody said we have won, mate. So go and shout at somebody else, because I couldn't really be arsed listening to you. Did I for once in any way say we've won this game yet, princess? No. Go back and play with your My Little Pony, mate, and shut the fuck up. Malaysia. Loads, always get a lot of Malaysia Liverpool fans in the chat, and it's always lovely to see you guys in. Sri Lanka as well is in the house. Abdur, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Any news on Virgil's return? No. As I've always said, my man, I don't think we'll see him this season. He is at Anfield today with El Capitan Jordan Henderson. They were both there in their nice Liverpool black tracksuit tops earlier on. But no, I think we'll probably see him go through a full pre-season. I hope he doesn't go to the Euros. I sincerely do, because I think even that's rushing it. Tanzania's in the house as well. Lovely to see you in. Thank you very much for joining us. India's in the house. Ronald, who are you? Did I say who are you there? I meant how are you, sir? Sorry. Ireland's in the house. Liz, love to see you. Cunnis to talk to, Liz. Northern Ireland's in the house. What about you, Ben? What about you, lad? India's in the house. The Kingdom of Kerry. Down there in Healy Ray country. Did you hear him giving out about briquettes, mate, during the week, Shane? That he has to import briquettes. Can't get out Irish briquettes. Wexford's in the house with Owen. My home county, mate. Lovely to see you. Kazakhstan's in the house with Ben. Lovely to see you, sir. Jota's missed some chances. Yeah, every one of the front three today, mate. Jota, Mane and Salah, they've all missed some opportunities. Now, Salah's goal was terrific, don't get me wrong. His touch, his swivel and the finish was absolutely top notch. But yeah, we've definitely missed a lot of chances. Alexander's in the house from Bulgaria. Lovely to see you, my friend. Thailand's in the house as well. Trinidad. Nice. So many wonderful people in the chat. Dubai's in the house with the Reds. Mate, I really want to get my backside over to Dubai very soon. Really want to get over there with the missus for a trip. Seattle is in the house with Isa. Zimbabwe. I love it. Botswana. Turkey. Oh, I want to retire to Turkey. David, I'm not joking to you, mate. It's in Europe. Well, I know it's technically just outside Europe, but it's our favourite spot on holiday. We want to retire to Turkey. Myself and my family absolutely love Turkey. We've been over there loads of times on holidays. Love it. Beautiful country. Israel's in the house. Yuval, how are you, my friend? Clifton in the house as well. Gory's in the house. Scott, how are you, mate? Drop the coffee around, buddy. Gory, my hometown's in the house. You love to see it. Jamaica as well. Sweden, Malta. My mother and father-in-law have a holiday place in Malta. Meath's in the house. Love it. I love it. County Cork. The Fillet of Munster's in the house. How are you, Connor? You langer? California is in the gaff as well. You love it. I love to see where people are in from. Canada is always in the house, Axel. How are you, my friend? Thank you for the super chat. Bolton's in the house. Na 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 na. Oi oi. Na 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 na. Oi oi. Pakistan's in the house. How are you? Hong Kong's in the house. Scotland's in the house. Bahrain's in the house. Love it. So many amazing people in New Jersey. Donegal, Doon-Nanal, Paki Bonner country. How are you, my friend? Okay, relax with the North Korea stuff. I think somebody be taking the pish a little bit here. The Philippines in the house as well. Barbados. So many people I'm jealous of right now. So many warm, beautiful, sunny countries in the gaff. We're underway in the second half here, Craig. Get your shit together. Second half's underway. I need to get the clock going. Oh, wrong clock, Craig. Right, we're underway. Let's get going. Sorry, the clock's about a minute behind. I got carried away there with my "Is This the Way to Amarillo" sing-song. Allison to Thiago. Thiago pings the ball out over the top looking for the run of Diogo Jota. The defender gets back at him. Referee brings it back for a foul from Diogo Jota on the defender. Sorry, I got carried away there. I missed the first 30 seconds or so with the clock. 3-0 Casper is my score prediction, mate. Thiago's amazing. Wicklow's in the house just up the road, Daniel. Venezuela, nice. Niger as well. Nice to see you in the chat. Loads of beautiful people in the chat. Look, thank you for being with us, even though half of you are lying bastards about where you are. But I respect it. I respect it. Allison, out left hand side to Robbo. Shankill in the gaff. Go on, Steve Wally. Shankill, hometown, in the house. You love to see it. Get up to Brady's there as soon as it's open. Immediately in there. Points! Points! Ball out right hand side to Trent. Trent, ball through the line to Firmino. Genie. Salah, go on, Mo. Ball in between the lines. Lovely leave from Jota. Firmino now. Spins. Shot from Bobby. Just can't get the power on it. But again, good turn. Edge of the box from Roberto Firmino. Gets onto his left foot. Again, it's a bit of a daisy cutter with regards to the power of the strike. But lovely dummy from Jota. And good play by Bobby. Drop of the shoulder. Gets a strike away. But again, it's too easy for Dubravka. Again, welcome everyone that is with us. Do I prefer sushi or chicken? I've never in my life eaten sushi. Never. So chicken, all the way. A chicken shawarma, if we're being, if we're really wanting to treat ourselves here. Chicken shawarma on a cheesy naan. That's all I'm saying. Ball out left hand side. Robbo now. Oh, now that's all I'm thinking about. That's what I want for my dinner now. Ball down the line. Thiago. Out to Jota. And I'm still picturing a cheesy naan with a chicken shawarma. Cross comes in. It's blocked. Sam Maximin now with his back to goal. Spreads the ball across left hand side to Richie. Richie now. Newcastle only have 2 men inside the Liverpool half. Richie's forced back. Salah keeps pressing. Again, I know people mentioned that earlier on, but it must be extremely difficult on a day like today for any footballer that is observing Ramadan. Can't take on any fluids or anything to be putting the effort and shift in that the lads are today. So again, just goes to show you the hard work, the dedication and conditioning that goes in from these lads. Yeah, so fair play all round. The effort that they've put in today has been tremendous. Nodded down, Mane now. Rolls it into Firmino. Firmino tries a reverse pass to Salah, just didn't come off, and Matt Ritchie carries it out. Sam Maximin. Again, we double up on him. Even at that, he still manages to wrangle it. Left hand side, outside of the football, but it's straight to Alisson. That man is a one-man wrecking ball, isn't he? He really is just almost unplayable at times. You're the GOAT. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not, but thank you. Again, folks, all I ask you to do is one thing. 2 things. I'm a bit greedy. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. Mane now. Good defending by Newcastle, and he's outnumbered. We've started off the second half as we finished the first, folks, on top, but still waiting for that second goal. Norway, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Richie now, left-hand side. As this is still 1-0, I think we're all a little bit nervous, aren't we? Because we've seen time again where Liverpool have created a lot, not taking the chances, and it's come back to bite us in the Swiss roll. So let's hope that we put this game to bed soon. Sam Maximin now spins, plays it left hand side to Shelvey. Shelvey, ball over the top. Joelinton, Alisson comes out, gets 2 strong hands on it, and it goes out for a throw in. Again, brilliant stuff from our beautiful Brazilian. The less angry Hulk. Look at this, he has to time it right, comes out, 2 strong hands on it. Well done, Ali. Great goalkeeping. And we got the throw in as well. You love to see it. Trent nods the ball on to Mohamed Salah. Back to Trent. Genie carries the ball forward out left hand side, rolls it out to Andy Robertson. Robbo to Sadio. Back to Robbo. Genie. Come on, boys, put this game to bed. Let's put the pressure on West Ham and Chelsea. Come on. Genie. Thank you, Ernie. Says congrats on 100k. You've got honestly no idea how much it means to us to get there. More than I ever thought we'd get. Shelvey now. Again, tries to pick a ball into space. We've got runners there. Robbo gets back, gives it to Alisson. Under pressure from Almiron. Look at that. Little scoopy dink over the top there. Out left hand side to Andy Robertson from Alisson. Calmness personified. You love to see it. Genie. Sadio. Spreads the ball out right hand side to Mo. Mo does well. Cuts in field. Has it nicked away from him by Joelinton. Richie. They do well, Newcastle, actually. They play the ball down the left-hand channel. Inside now. Shelvey switches the ball quickly out further right. Newcastle get men into the box. Strike. It's blocked. Second ball drops to Bobby Firmino. Now we have a chance to counter. Come on, boys. Go through the gears. Ah, it's again. Look, it's the slackness of passing. This time it's Jota that's switched off. Lads, wake up. North Carolina's in the house. How are you, Soldier Soul? Thank you for being with us. God on. Another one we've missed. Counter-attack wasted. And we give it straight back to Newcastle. Shelby now. He switches the ball across, looking for Joelinton. Ball's knocked down. Joelinton's crying, looking for a cheap penalty. Referee's having none of it. Look at that from Sadio. That is strength from Sadio Mane to keep his foot in there. Firmino, drop of the shoulder. Tries to work it out left-hand side. Does well to protect the ball. Thiago to Gini Wijnaldum. Trent Alexander-Arnold now. Centre of the pitch. Rolls it out left-hand side. Firmino again. This is what I'm talking about with Bobby. He's my favourite player, but this type of shit where he's just not switched on does my head in. Simple there. All he had to do was just control the ball, and he tries a little fancy flick, doesn't come off, and the ball goes out for a throw in. The football's getting too soft. Everybody wants a cheap ass penalty for everything. Joelinton was like farted on there by Trent and he wants a penalty. Is this the only way teams feel that they can score these days, is by cheating penalties? I'm getting a pain in my arse with football becoming a non-contact sport. Pressure on from Sadio. Newcastle roll the ball back across the back line. Malaysia's in the house. How are you? No, I'm never going to change my favourite player, mate. He may make mistakes, but he's also able to do some beautiful, amazing stuff. And he is frustrating, but that's part of the reason I love Bobby so much. Tell me a big Bobby Firmino smile after he scores doesn't make your heart explode in your chest, because it does me. Love seeing the man happy. This time it's Jota that's forgetting the football and gives away another free kick. I don't know what you're giving out about, Diogo, mate. It was your own shit control that caused the situation, and that's the third cheap free kick you've given away in the game, mate. Third one that I can think of. Newcastle now. Again, Joelinton's forced Alisson into a good save, but the cameraman has such a hard-on for Virgil van Dijk that we couldn't see what the fuck was going on. Richie now for Newcastle. Another strike that's blocked. I hate cameramen that don't show us the game when the ball's in the field. He's there looking at Van Dijk because he wants to see what a gorgeous looking male looks like, and he is a fantastic specimen. But Christ fella, the ball's in play. Trent, don't know what happened, but Alisson made a good save. Mane turns back inside into his right foot, rolls it back to Gini. Trent, Mohamed Salah. I'm at work in Australia and love your streams. Thank you, but don't get caught watching them if you're in work. Saigon, Vietnam's in the house. How are you, my friend? Beautiful place, Vietnam. Anyone that's visited tells me it's absolutely gorgeous. Fabinho. Genie. Come on, boys. Put the second in here. Put this to bed. Again, Firmino tries a flick. Mane comes back, does well, protects the ball, rolls it out right hand side to Trent. Well done, Sadio. Genie. Ball rolled back across. Kabak. Thiago. Out left side. I wonder what the gaffer will be thinking of with potential changes today. Jota puts a cross in. It's cleared by Newcastle. Don't foul. Second ball is headed down, but it's headed to the invisible man as always, because we can't direct the header for some reason. Newcastle chip it away, but Thiago picks it up and gives it straight back to Genie. Again, it's more pressure from the Reds. Trent. That's a lovely ball. Oh, it's good defending. Firmino. Strike. Dubravka saves it with his legs. Difficult angle there for Bobby, but at least he made the keeper work. Come on, boys. Keep pressing. The second's coming. So Maxima falls on the ground, but still manages to get up and pass it. Well done, boys. Good tracking back. Come on. Everything is here today except the finishing. The effort and the work rate the lads are putting in is fantastic. The tracking back is brilliant. The pressing is class. It's just the finish. Ball in behind looking for Sadio. Dubravka comes out and smothers it. Did he take a knock to the face there, Dubravka? He looks like he's holding his head. Hopefully he's okay. Keeper had to be brave. Was brave. I don't know. Mane must have clipped him on the way through, did he? Let's have a look. Dubravka comes out. It's a bit lazy from Sadio. He probably could have jumped a bit higher there, to be fair, to get over him. Kind of left himself a bit of a trailing leg. Firmino's strike was saved with the left foot. What's a foot? The left foot then of Dubravka as well. Here's that chance for Newcastle. It was a free kick taken quickly. Joelinton does well. Turns inside and Alisson saves. That was the chance from earlier on. Again though, far too easy to turn inside Kabak and Fabinho there. But a good piece of goalkeeping by Alisson nonetheless. Do I want Salah to win the Golden Boot? I honestly don't give a shit who wins it, mate. As long as Liverpool do well in the league. I don't care about individual awards. Would I rather he win it than Kane? Of course I would. But nothing against Kane. He's just our boy. Jimmy Milner's on now for Diogo Jota, ladies and gentlemen. As Jurgen Klopp looks to make a little bit of a change here. So Diogo Jota has gone off. And Jimmy Milner has come on. And of course taken the captain's armband to try and see this through for the Reds. Maybe Klopp just wants a bit more control in that midfield. Unlucky by Mohamed Salah. Throw into Newcastle now. Left hand side. Again, don't forget Jota was a little bit of a doubt during the week as well, or at least was training away from the rest of the team at some point, so not a surprise to see him taken off just before the hour mark. Love you from Indonesia. Thank you. Love right back to you, my friend. We do need leadership, and James Milner will absolutely bring us that. Ladies and gentlemen, 2,500 people in the chat right now. Please do take a second, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well. Don't forget, I will be live today with a post-match show as soon as the game's over. And then at 5:15 this evening, I'll be over on our sister channel, Mundo Sporto, doing a watch-along of West Ham's game against Chelsea, which, of course, will have connotations for the top four and could impact our race for that Champions League place. So I hope you can join me for that later on this evening. Firmino turns back inside now. Again, he's dispossessed and Saint-Maximin has it, but Bobby wins it back. Newcastle have it now in the right back position. Thiago does well, wins it back in midfield. It's a proper ding-dong battling there. Newcastle player still down. Is it Saint-Maximin? The sunshine? Yeah, it is Saint-Maximin. He's down again. Getting helped up to his feet by a couple of Liverpool players. He certainly gets kicked a fair bit during the game, doesn't he? Because of the amount of twisting and turning and quick footwork. He's back up on his feet. He's hobbling around a little bit. Callum Wilson getting ready to come on now for Newcastle. He's going to replace Joelinton, so like for like change there. Well, one's a bit better than the other, but you know what I mean. A striker for a striker. Big up from Jamaica. Every time somebody from Jamaica comes into the chat, mate, I get so jealous. I visited Jamaica once as part of a cruise and I've always wanted to go back. And every time I see somebody in from Jamaica, I get so jealous, mate. Ball up the line. Kabak plays it back to Alisson. We are just about at the hour mark here at Anfield. Still the slenderest of leads for the Reds. Alisson rolls it out to Trent. We're playing ourselves into a bit of trouble here. Trent back to Alisson. Puts his foot through it and passes it to Shelby. It wasn't a great clearance, but we played ourselves into a bit of trouble there. Oh, Mane does well closing down Dubravka. I don't know what Shelby was doing there, playing the ball back to Dubravka the way he did. From inside our half, he plays all the way back to Dubravka. Sadio Mane gives chase. Dubravka chests it, takes a heavy touch, and then kicks it off Mane's foot. Can understand Mane closing them down. But it is a goal kick to Newcastle nonetheless. We're at the hour mark. Can you show the silver play button? I don't have it yet, Donny. So, can't show you what I don't have, my man. It doesn't arrive like that quickly. You get a link from what I believe, buddy, and then you go and click the link, and then they send it out. But it won't be coming to me anyway. It'll be going to Connor. Scotland in the house. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Joanne got married in Jamaica. Nice. Yeah, it is a beautiful place. We were in Montego Bay. Fell there on Gini Wijnaldum. Free kick to Liverpool. Halfway inside the Newcastle half right hand side. Mexico City. How are you? Sergio, lovely to see you, my man. Somebody want to kick out all the weird emoji spammy dude there, because I don't know what the fuck he's at. You can buy another play button, you know. Oh, I know, buddy. Oh, I know. We are going to order a second one, yes. But thank you for just letting me know, just in case I didn't appreciate it. Ball into the box. It's cleared by Newcastle. Yeah, I think it's about €150 for the second one, I think. But again, good looking out, man. Appreciate it. Hawaii's in the house as well. I think half you people are telling little porcupines, but let's believe you for the fun of it, because it's lovely to think of you all in these wonderful warm places. Thiago. Ball back to Trent now. Trent drop of the shoulder. Ball up the line. Good tackle. Goes out. It will be a Liverpool throw in. Kieran Clark with a tackle on Salah. It costs a lot. That's for the second one. The first one's free. The one you get for hitting 100k is free, I believe. But yeah, if you want a second, third one, you can buy them. But you buy them, I think, at about 100. I think it's about €150. I'm not exactly sure. I've never been in this situation before, you know. Thiago. Never thought we'd be in this one either. Never thought we'd get 100k ever. Kabak. Firmino. Little 1-2. Just over hit though from Thiago with the second ball. Good tackle. Well done. Robbo. Strike. Oh, lucky son. Unlucky. Robbo does well. Nicks the ball back in midfield. Breaks forward. Backs himself to have a strike. Strikes it with that left foot of his. Goes for the far post. It's not too far wide. It's about a yard wide of Dubravka's left hand post. Mohamed Salah scored, mate. Right, let's see how we're getting on with the followers. Let's see who's hit the follow button and who hasn't. Or the subscribe button, I should say. We're nearly at 101,300 folks, so please do keep hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't forget, Anfield Agenda are on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. It's just at Anfield Agenda. You can find us on all those social media platforms as well. Long ball from Newcastle. Goes all the way through to Alisson. Ali takes a touch, rolls it out right hand side to Fabinho. 27 minutes to go at Anfield. Still the slenderest of leads, but it is a lead nonetheless. Robbo now, left hand side. Mane plays the ball out off Newcastle player. It'll be a Liverpool throw in. You're subbed, thank you mate, appreciate it. I subbed because you went on the United stand, thank you very much. I've been on there a few times actually, Finn, although it has been a while. Mark will be coming on our channel during the week, buddy, for a preview, a look ahead to the game against United, so look out for that video. Myself and Goldbridge will be recording together during the week. Actually, I don't know if we're doing it live. We might do it live. I'm not sure which way yet. Thiago. Milner. Firmino. Milner. Back out right hand side to Trent. Mark actually just sent me a message about that yesterday. Milner. He's let it. Oh, he's overhit it and it goes behind for a goal kick. He's just let the ball go that half. It was out, Jimmy. It was out, mate. Like, I'm saying this like he can hear me. Like, someone said Mark's a knob. He really isn't. I mean, if you like what I do on here, Mark, this wouldn't be here without the help of Mark Goldbridge, who has been a very good friend to me since we started this channel. It's a corner to the Reds' right hand side. So, you know, I won't have any Goldbridge disrespect because he's a good friend of ours. Ball in from Trent. Dubravka comes and punches it. Plus, without Mark doing what he does as well, I wouldn't be here. Because if he hadn't been doing what he was doing on the United stand, we wouldn't have known that there was a way to do this with green screens and stuff. So, you got to give respect to those that came before. Milner. Robbo. Firmino. Oh, he still has it. Well done, Bobby. Thiago. Couple of step overs. Genie has it now. Come on, boys. Just get the second. We want to celebrate. Trent. What have we got left? 25 to go. Still 1-0. Should be about 7 at this point, but we've missed so many opportunities, particularly in the first half. Genie. Ball across to Fabinho. Fabinho out left hand side to Genie Wijnaldum. Robbo. Sadio Mane. Firmino, back to Sadio. Again, Thiago. Firmino, back to Thiago. Thiago goes out right hand side to Trent. Trent whips across in. Salah protects the ball well. Nice reverse pass to Milner. Milner tries to pick out Salah again, but Newcastle hook it away. It'll be a Liverpool throw in right hand side. Oh, you missed the Ric Flair woo earlier on, Jordan. It has to come naturally, mate, with a good moment. What's happened in the second half so far, someone said. Same. We're pressing. They're trying to counter-attack. They had one good chance with Joelinton that forced a good save from Alisson. But other than that, it's been attack versus defence, as it pretty much was in the first half. Ball out left-hand side now. Andy Robertson. Sadio. Firmino comes deep, plays the ball back to James Milner. Milner. Fabinho. Fabinho now. Out left-hand side again to Ozan Kabak. Firmino. Oh, unlucky. Jimmy Milner tried a reverse pass. Again, Kabak gets there ahead of Saint-Maximin. James Milner to Thiago. Ball out left side again to Robbo. Robbo gets his head up, whips in across. It's blocked. It'll go out for a throw in left-hand side to the Reds. I know the clock's behind, mate, Rory. I forgot to start it, mate, at the start of the second half. I'm about 30 seconds off. Maybe a few seconds more. Newcastle now. Good ball into that right-hand channel for Callum Wilson. They're getting runners forward. Track him, Trent. Track the runner. Almiron drops deep. He has it now. Shifts the ball out left-hand side to Richie. Richie gets his head up. Pulls it across. It's blocked by a Liverpool player and it'll go out for a Newcastle throw-in. Newcastle chip the ball into the box. Goes all the way through the far side to Saint-Maximin. Pull back across. Milner has it now. Looking for options. Milner rolls the ball into the left channel to Sadio. Tries to go around the outside. Runs into the Newcastle player. Referee tries to play advantage, but there's none coming. It'll be brought back for a Newcastle free kick. About 5 yards inside the Liverpool half right hand side. Shaqiri coming on is actually a decent shout, saying. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all at this point. Certainly he'd bring, not that we're lacking in energy, but he'd certainly bring a lot of energy and drop him between the lines, and he's tough to pick up, Shaqiri, so it's not a bad shout that. Ball in behind now to Callum Wilson. He pulls it back. Fabinho to Alisson, and Alisson takes no chances, but it's offside. Referee's assistant puts the flag up and it'll be a Liverpool free kick. He was offside. Good spot that by the official as well. Seeing the replay there, he was about a yard offside. What have we got to go? Just over 20 minutes, folks. Free kicks taken by Fabinho. Trent. Thiago. Back to Trent. Diagonal ball looking for Sadio Mane. Brings it down on his chest. And then again, everything but the finish. The chest control, but he laid it into John Joe Shelvey and he came back and tracked it. I thought for sure when that ball came through he was going to chest it ahead of him and get a strike away, but for some reason he chests it back to the edge of the 18-yard box and allows Shelvey to get back at him. Just the last touch, other than Salah's goal, we've been brilliant up until we get into the 18-yard box. Firmino. Just get the second, lads. I feel like you're teasing us here. Come on. Milner. Looking for runners, nothing on, so he goes back to Kabak. Kabak now back to Fabinho. Kabak. Diogo Jota. Ball back inside to Ozan Kabak. It's moved out right hand side to Trent. Pressure on him from Matt Ritchie. Plays it off and it'll be a Liverpool throw in pretty much on the halfway line right hand side. Again, you're wondering if Klopp will look to the bench, maybe, as somebody pointed out, a Curtis Jones, a Shaqiri, maybe even a Keita, I don't know. Thiago. Out right hand side to Trent. Trent cuts infield. Slips a nice ball into Thiago. Thiago to Mane. Mane does well, protects the ball very well. Good strength by Sadio. Rolls it down right hand side to Salah. Cross in, but it's too close to Dubravka. Good work that from Sadio. good protection of the ball, played it right hand side, but Salah's cross was too close to Dubravka. He throws the ball out because the Newcastle player's down. I think it's with a touch of cramp. And that'll give us a bit of a break and play to have a little drinky poo. Why is Jones not being playing? Because he's been out injured, mate. Again, that pass to Salah was probably half a yard offside as well. Fernandes is back on his feet. As I said, it did look like a touch of cramp. On such a hot day like this as well, you'd imagine that those muscles would be lacking fluid and cramping up fairly easily. Drinky poo, yeah, a little drinky poo. Little suppity sup. Oh, ball in behind. Again, shocking play by Newcastle. Salah. Oh, he's pulled it wide to the near post. Another chance goes a begging. Newcastle have tried their best to give us a second. They've done everything. They've given us the ball twice on the edge of the box and said, there you go, lad, score from here. And we've again shit the bed. Again, that time, Salah could have. It was a lovely little pass in from Sadio. Salah gets onto his left foot, but look where Sadio is. He drops back. Again, Sadio, edge of the box, does well. Thiago, he's brought down. It'll be a free kick to Liverpool. I don't know why Andre Mariner's going 3 yards back from where the foul was. Mate, he fell where the foul was. And Mariner brings it 3 yards back. That's not where the foul was, you absolute clown. See where he tripped him there, fella? That's where the foul was. Where the fuck is Andre Mariner going with this free? Mate, that's not where he was fouled. Where Sadio was standing was where the foul was. You cheating son of a bitch. Anybody else notice that? The free kick was moved back about 5 yards from where it actually took place. Trent standing over the free kick anyway. Right, Trent, just bang a top ins, mate. We'll argue later. Trent. Strike, takes a deflection off the wall, goes behind for a corner. Yes, I know the time is wrong, mate. I started the clock at the end of... I forgot to start it. We were having too much fun at half time. I forgot to start it for the second half. So, yeah, it is a little bit behind. You're correct, but there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Corner. Ball in. Cleared by Newcastle. Thiago to Trent with a ball. Oh, Jesus, I thought that was in. Oh, Thiago cushions it down to Trent. He catches it on the shopping trolley. Boom. I think it's past Dubravka, but it's just wide of the post. Oh, clean strike. Let's see from behind the goal. Lovely cushioned little pass. Trent then, first time. Oh, unlucky. Jota's off, so for those asking him to score, he's not on the pitch. It'd be a bit difficult. Overall play's been good, but our finishing's let us down. I hope it doesn't go back to haunt us, said James O'Mahony. Thank you for the super chat, James. Curtis Jones getting stripped off now, getting ready to come on. Firmino. Strike from Bobby straight at Dubravka, but at least he made the keeper work. Dubravka throws it out to Matt Ritchie. Ritchie left hand side, cuts back infield. Almiron. Newcastle ball over the top looking for Callum Wilson. Allison comes out, puts his foot through it, but surely he was offside. Yes, flag does go up. It'll be a free kick to Liverpool. And as I said, Curtis Jones getting ready to come on. I'm just going to mute this while I come. Very close again, but I think the linesman just about got it right. Thiago it is coming off to be replaced by Curtis Jones. Been a decent afternoon from Thiago, I have to say. He certainly made the ball tick in midfield, kept it moving. Decent display that from Thiago, and on comes young Curtis Jones now for the last 15 minutes plus additional time. There were some protests today, yes mate, not that big from what I can gather, but yes, there was some. You have to remember, everyone would be probably dying with a hangover, mate, on a Saturday morning. Newcastle have it now, right hand side. Again, we really would like this second, wouldn't we, to kill this game off. And if Mane could score it, that would do really well for a charity bet as well. I'd say sub Thiago, maybe just to save his legs. I haven't got a clue, but I'm no complaints with Curtis Jones coming on. probably looking for that little bit of energy to try and get a burst into the box to try and get this second and kill the game off. Kabak to Trent. It's brought back for a free kick for offside though. Newcastle player coming back from an offside position. Jones has it now. Plays it out left hand side. Sadio. He's got Robbo on the overlap if he needs him. Sadio. Back to Curtis Jones now. Jones switches it across to Trent, who's in space right hand side. Trent. Back to Genie. Salah now in the right hand channel. He rolls it down to Trent. He's going to need some support. Trent goes back to Genie. Fabinho. Back across to Kabak. Who's done well to manage himself through the game after picking up that early yellow, by the way. Kabak across to Genie. Pressure comes on Genie, gives it to Fabinho. Oh, if he had got his head up, Jones was pointing, he was running through the space, he just didn't get his head up. Mane. Again, Fabinho, head up, mate, have a little look. Ball out right hand side to Trent, back to Fabinho. It's patient from Liverpool, but, you know, the second would be nice, boys. Curtis Jones. He's under pressure, does well, protects the ball, gives it back to Fabinho. 12 minutes to go. Trent. Ricochet comes through to Firmino. Spins away, he's looking for support. Again, he took too much out of it. Drops to Milner. Milner to Salah. Salah back down the line to Jimmy Milner. Good footwork from Milner. Dink to the back post. It's just over Sadio's head. He nods it and keeps it in play, but it's hooked away by the Newcastle defence. Callum Wilson tries to run the channel against Kabak. Pushes him off the ball. That was stupid from Wilson. He got at Kabak, got up to the line space with him, and then just pushes him off the ball right in front of the linesman. Couldn't be any closer to him. Gobshy. Honest to God, why did you do that, Wilson? Yes, Curtis Jones is on. As I said earlier on, he came on for Thiago. Genie now. Just over 10 minutes to go at Anfield. Still 1-0 to Liverpool. That early Mohamed Salah goal, the difference. Kabak to Fabinho. We'll have a post-match show coming up as soon as we're finished, ladies and gents. Please do hit that subscribe button. 2,800 people live in the chat now. Trent. Ball over the top looking for Mane. He looks like he's in an offside position to me. Mane's forced wide. Strikes it. And Dubravka touch it around the post. No flag. Another chance missed by Sadio. How many chances do we want in a game? How many? He looked like he was off to me, by the way. Milner. Strike. Deflection. Goes behind for another corner. Corner this time on Liverpool's right hand side. Don't mind anybody with their fake scores. The score that's on my scoreboard is the score. Don't mind anybody in the chat trying to lie and put fake scores in. Just concentrate on my score. I'll give you the actual score. Trent gives the signal now. 2 hands up. Don't know what it means, but that's the signal. Right hand side. Come on, boys. Come on. Delivery in from Trent. It's headed away by Newcastle. Drops to James Milner. Milner strikes. Oh, I tell you what, he caught it well. Came through a crowd and Dubravka gets down to his right hand side and makes the save. I thought Jimmy Milner had the better of him there. Drops on the edge of the box. Milner chests it down. Strikes it. Through the crowd of players. Could have easily taken a knock. Or a nick, I should say. Excuse me. Shelvey now. Plays it out right hand side. What have we got left on the clock, folks? Just 9 minutes to go here at Anfield plus additional time. Still just the 1 goal. Ball down the line looking for Callum Wilson. Fabinho tracks back well and rolls it back to Alisson. Come on, lads. Big finish here. Get the second. Preferably Sadio so I win the charity bet. Fabinho. Ball out left hand side now to Andy Robertson. Come on, boys. Back infield to Firmino. He cushions it down to James Milner. Milner does well. Flicks it out to Robbo. Back to Jimmy Milner. Firmino. Oh, he gets lucky. Well done, Bobby. Rolls it through looking for Sadio again, but that ball was never on. You were sending him down a blind alley. Again, decision making in and around the 18-yard box has not been great, and Kloppo's left scratching his head wondering how the fuck we're still only 1-0 up. Newcastle work it out right hand side. So Maxima now picks it up deep. Well done, Robbo. Good pressure, lads. Keep going. 8 minutes to go, boys. Keep pushing. Clark now switches the ball across left hand side. Matt Ritchie over the top looking for Wilson. Flags down. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Well done, Kabak, lad. Well, that is quality defending, fella. Well done. Trent now. Calmness as well there. Salah, ball through, ricochets. Newcastle have it back, and it's back with Dubravka. Great defending there from Ozan Kabak, by the way. Again, Newcastle have it in that left channel. They're looking for that ball over the top for the pace, but again, Fabinho's there, this time with his head. Newcastle player, I think it's Almiron this time, goes down with cramp. Just put it out, Fabinho. Let him get his treatment. Almiron's down with a bit of cramp now. Again, a few players cramping up in the heat there today. Both teams put in a lot of good work today. A lot of hard running. Yes, and we are Liverpool, you fucking cabbage. That's why we've had more decisions go against us than most teams, mate, with VAR. But you don't let facts stand in the way of your blind stupidity, mate. Don't let me stop you. Wouldn't want to let facts get in the way of that, mate, would we? Yes, Nat Phillips is injured. It's idiots like him that are putting toxicity in fan bases. Just admit we're a good teammate and go back and get your little todger and knock one out to Playboy or something. Just cheer yourself up, buddy. It's sun shining out there. Whatever makes you happy. Maybe Mammy will read you a second bedtime story tonight. Although she probably will be dreaming of yours truly. Do you know what I mean? I'm the housewife's favourite. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool that, mate. Liverpool, those nuts, my friend. Allison. Trent. Kabak to Fabinho. Trent now, right hand side. Come on, boys. Keep pushing. Jones. Ball inside to Genie. Again, it's a slack pass. Fucking hell, boys. It's our own slackness, our own stupidity. These simple little 5-6 yard passes that we're giving away. So Maximin now. Newcastle have it with Shelby. They move it out right hand side. Christ almighty. What have we got left? 5 minutes to go plus additional time. Newcastle ball into the box. Kabak's there to head it away. It'll be a Newcastle throw in right hand side. We do like making things hard for ourselves, don't we? I'm surprised Kloppo hasn't gone to Shaqiri or something for this last change. I know he doesn't like making them to quite late, the last one. So Maximin just trying a bit of fancy footwork there, but he's still in the same place he started. Only now he's lost the ball and it's a Liverpool throw in. But the footwork was lovely there. What county am I from? All of them. All of them, Sam. All of them. I grew up in Dublin, Sam, but I live in Wexford now. Rod, lovely to see you in the chat, my friend. I hope the family are well. You've asked me that, Sam, so many fucking times. Stop asking the question. Ball into the box. It's come out far side. Ritchie has it now for Newcastle. Puts in the cross to the far post. Oh, well done. Well done. Salah heads it on. Firmino now. Come on, boys, on the counter. Don't slow it down, Bobby. Look at the space Sadio was in. My Jesus, lads. He plays it to Salah, who was about 4 lads around him. Sadio's out there having a picnic on the left wing on his own. Just after finishing the tuna sandwiches. Well, obviously he's observing Ramadan, but you get my joke where I'm going with this. Joshua drinks water. That's a great name for a channel, mate. Craig drinks water as well. Can't watch, getting nervous. Gotta watch, mate. That's part of the beauty of all this. The nerves. Fabinho. Come on, boys. Let's see this out. Come on. 3 minutes plus additional time to go. Newcastle are going to pile more and more bodies forward in search of the equaliser. The space will be there if we can be clinical. Trent, nice ball up to Curtis Jones. Jones does well. Spins into the right-hand channel. Gives it to Mohamed Salah. Liverpool getting less and less players into the box here as we don't want to be caught in the counter-attack. Jones to Trent. Back to Jones. He turns back inside. Gives it to Bobby Firmino. Firmino spins. Gives it inside to Gini. Gini to James Milner. Milner goes out left-hand side now to Andy Choo-Choo Robertson. The lad's just playing keep ball at this point. Sadio. Curtis Jones. Mohamed Salah. Salah. Turns one way, then the other, then back the other way. Flicks it. Comes to nothing. It's cleared by Newcastle. That's it for Fabinho. Take that yellow card. Why are you going down holding your face, Saint-Maximin, for fuck's sake? He clearly shouldered you, mate. Get up off the ground. You were fouled, no problem. Don't go down holding your face like a cheating bastard, mate. He shouldered you. Man's gone down holding his face like. It's a yellow all day. He was shouldered into. Look at this. Oh, I'm going down holding my face. State of it. It was definitely a yellow card, no doubt about that. But stop going down holding your face, mate, like he got you in the face. I don't like that. It's a yellow card and Fabinho deserves it, but I don't like this going down holding your face malarkey. Newcastle take the free kick quickly. Out right hand side. 31 years, Linda. 31 years. Trent. Ball in field to Firmino. Again, cushion pass, but it's high, unnecessarily high to Mohamed Salah. And Newcastle have it back again with Saint-Maximin. Goes past Curtis Jones. Turns back inside, gives it to Richie. Again, it's just our own slackness in possession there. Firmino could have rolled the ball across the Salah, but instead flicks it 10 foot into the air. Newcastle now, down the right wing. Cross in. Fabinho heads it back over his own bar to give away a corner. He had to do it. Again, we're living nervously here as the clock goes into the last minute of normal time. Ball in from Newcastle there. Fabinho had to head it over his own bar or we're in trouble. Come on, boys. Concentrate. Focus. No switching off. Come on, boys. Come on. Stay focused. Corner in. It's headed away at the near post by Robbo. Curtis Jones gives chase. Go on, Jonesy. Go on. He cuts inside. He gives it straight back to Newcastle. God, our decision making on the counter attack just hasn't been good enough. James Milner now gives away a free kick. It'll be a free kick to Newcastle. Another chance for them to get the ball into the box. 4 minutes of additional time added on by the referee. Milner's down, shithousing this like you'd love to see, trying to kill the clock, letting Liverpool get back into position. Good man, Jimmy. We all know you're faking it, mate, but it's all good. Appreciate the hustle. It's not 1-1, you absolute bunch of clowns. Get all these people fake scores and boot them out. Ball back now, Richie. Cross in. Wilson, it's over the bar. It wasn't Wilson, excuse me, it was Willock. And it's over the bar with a goal kick to Liverpool. Goal kick. We've had, a minute of the 4. Ball down the line out to James Milner. He plays it over the top looking for Mane, but it goes out for a Newcastle throw in. So Maximin now. Ball's played through. Wilson. Oh my God. It's 1-1. It is 1-1. How have we managed to do this to ourselves again? Fucking hell. We switch off in injury time and we've just thrown the Champions League place away. We had 2-3 chances to clear it. Fuck off! Oh my God! That's the Champions League gone. Wilson breaks through. Strikes it, comes off Alisson, comes back off him. And then look, we can't even clear it. We allow him to knock it over the line. That hit his arm. That should be ruled out. This should be ruled out. That hit his arm. That should be ruled out. That hit his arm. Watch. That hit his arm. That should be ruled out. Whether intentional or not, that hit his arm. That should be ruled out. That should be ruled out. That hit his arm. This should be ruled out. It came through. Alisson saved it. It came off Wilson's arm and then he hits it into the net. Should be ruled out. This should be ruled out. It is ruled out. Still 1-0. Liverpool! 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 Wilson down the left channel. It was ruled out. Liverpool! Liverpool! Ball into the box. Fabinho heads it away. Newcastle still piling forward. We've had the 94 minutes, but there'll be an additional few seconds on here. Don't shit the bed, lads. Clear it. Firmino puts it away. Liverpool! Liverpool! Cross in. Headed away by Kabak. Always said VAR was the perfect system. Always said it was the way forward in football. Never doubted it for a minute. Look, the rules are the rules. We've had goals ruled out this season. Firmino for a handball on the halfway line in the build-up to a goal. Them's the rules, unfortunately. Newcastle go long diagonal. It's knocked down. No. Now it's 1-1. Fuck! How did we manage to do this again? Jesus Christ, you're an absolute bunch of fucking clowns! Yet again! You found the way to fuck yourselves out of 3 points! You fucking clowns! How? A simple diagonal ball into the box! You've already got away with it a minute ago, and there you are yet again! Have another one! Have another one! Look! Have another one! Knock it down! Have an open goal, lads! Just give it to them! Just fucking give it to them! You've got off the hook, and now you let a simple diagonal ball! Fuck's sake! Simple diagonal ball into the box. One head down. 3 of yous around him and he still has time to put it away. That is an absolute disgrace. Champions League fucked out the window because we can't defend. Have 50 chances to win the game. Should have won it 9 or 10-1. And somehow, in the 5th minute of injury time, we managed to fuck ourselves over yet again. Oh my days! It's over and it's 1-1. Fuck off! That is shocking. That is shocking. Bye-bye Champions League. Newcastle won. Liverpool won. Newcastle won. Fuck off. How did we do it again? How? How is it possible? We shit the bed again. Absolute bunch of clowns. That's our Champions League finish for this year. Fucking state of that. Anyway, it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the post-match show in a minute. I'll be live straight away. Liverpool have thrown away another 3 points. Hang your heads in shame, because that is a shambles. I'll see you guys in a few minutes for the post-match show. Liverpool won, Newcastle won. Forget about the Champions League.